Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone is well, and I'm sorry for keeping you waiting. I was trying to find a video that I needed for tonight. So it's fall, everyone, or autumn, however you say it. Um, I don't even know how to really start tonight, other than saying I've seen enough naked bodies. Well, not completely naked, but I've seen enough boobs and someone's butt to last me a lifetime. I mean, everyone wants to just expose himself. I'm more than enough. Lanky Tor, Persephone, how are you? Just Debbie. Curious AF. Debbie, I know you're waiting for me to drop the F bomb. I don't know if it'll fit in anywhere tonight, but it might. You never know. And hi, Monroe, Cassandra, of course, Sin, Paige. Hi, Eric. It's okay, Diane. I just was putting my Disney Park exclusive Minnie Mouse ears up on my wall. Hi, Flora Keys, Amy. Hi, Diamond Cutter. I hope you're okay. Hi, Uber. If there's anything that you want to say at any point, I'm just really tonight going to revisit a year ago. It's a year ago, November, when Two Tacos and Jen came up on my panel not once but twice to clear up all the garbage that they wanted to, and especially Two Tacos, who that wanted to clear up everything that went on or went down with Molly. Hi, Jamie. I just want to go over that because, hey, Randy, Randy, if you want to come up, you can come up because you were in these videos too. Welcome back to the Lawn Chair Mafia, folks. Yeah, we have new emojis, so you can use them. Uh, Revisiting these live streams, everything that Two Tacos wanted to reveal. Hi, Emily T. Wanted to reveal about Molly. I just find the whole thing very, very strange. Hi, I found Dory. Hi, hi, hi. Yeah, I mean, I don't know because I do recall not that long ago and don't quote me on what the time frame was that Molly was calling out Two Tacos. So I don't know. I find it weird that she called them, but regardless of all of this, hi Alan. It was, pretty rotten what happened here. I mean, other people have talked about it, but because they came on my live stream, I wanted to just make sure that everybody, is on the same page because apparently Jen sounded like she wasn't on the same page with little things that, she said. Hi, Ninja. I am doing great. I hope that you're doing great too. How about 3 weeks ago in a chat, she went postal at both of them? Yeah, see, I don't see all of her, stuff. I saw what was on the clip channel Kool-Aid, but I'm pretty sure that, once she got wind of whatever they might have said, I'm sure she said something. Hello, Erin, and objection trickery. But before we get into the whole debacle that just happened. Hey, November Rain, cool gamer. Before we get into that, I want to bring up Michelle Sabate. I really haven't talked about her on my channel. But I wanted to bring something to everyone's attention about, something that she did. And then call it, hey, hello, Starlight and Hartley. So Call It As I See It put out a it was about a 10-minute video because you know how Michelle keeps saying Yes, Uber, that's exactly it. Kept saying that she never said that, she wanted to uh, commit the S word, that she said that she told Molly that you're enough to cause someone the S word. That's not true, because call it as I see it. If anybody has her link, I forgot to grab her link. She did a 10-minute video. She absolutely did go up on, she absolutely did go up there and say that to Marissa. So that's kind of where the whole thing, started. So, all right, so let's get to this. I'm going to play the clip. She wants to do meet and greets now. Michelle? Well, she can listen, she can do whatever she wants on her channel, but I just find it was really bad last night, but Michelle doesn't acknowledge comments. Well, she's rude. She is. She's just very, very rude. Yeah, Safari. I know. Listen, I didn't want to, really bother her too much, or, I'm not telling anyone to not support her if they want to, but I just found this clip really, I don't know. I found it distasteful to say the least. And also, she had her mod, Valentina, dox two women. Like, just boom, dox them. So I don't know. No, curious as AF, she is not a good listener, not at all. Hey, Louise, how are you? Were you going to email me and you didn't email me? I'm pretty sure because I never got an email from you. So I'm going to play this, and I guess, we can hear it for ourselves. But Michelle, you really, need to chill out. You really need to chill out. I tried to help her out. I feel she doesn't want to. Yeah, I know. Listen, objection. I know that a lot of people tried to help her out. I mean, Science Girl did, Vinny did. Tons of people in the side chat, but she doesn't really care. And, it's whatever. I don't listen to her. I don't. I really don't listen to her. But I did listen to this. She got so angry because others were talking on her panel. It was crazy. Well, again, she can have her own channel and do what she wants. But if you try to alienate everybody from your, oh, okay, Louise, I was almost positive it was you. No, she won't listen. Hanging around doxers, you become a doxer. That's true. You got that right. You got that right. So I don't know what to say about her. I mean, like, I've been trying to keep my judgment, to a minimum and not really saying anything about her. But I don't know. I think Michelle is like a kid at Christmas with a new toy. Hers is her channel now, and it's going a little too fast, riding a wave. But there will be a riptide. I agree. Hey, Rosewater. When she's nice, she's very likable, but then she gets angry, gets nasty. I unmodded for calling her out. You were unmodded for calling her out. I get it. I absolutely get it. But I'm going to play this, and this Jules, by the way, is the one who um, put this little clip together. I really just didn't know what to say about it. And then there is on her page another clip. And you know what? I'm going to drop her. Hold on a second. I'm going to drop Jules' link because she's always very to the point of, what's on her mind. Jules never holds back, just never holds back. Hi, twin thing, dang. So I'm going to drop her link. And then in the comment section, there is another video, which I'm not going to bother playing. Hey, Lee. I'm not going to bother playing it, but she has her mod go on to dox two people, and she's even like, annoying to her own mod. It's pretty crappy. All right, so I'm going to screen share, and we're going to listen to this. If I'm gone more than a week, I forget how to friggin' do things like it's new. And like, I just noticed something where it says screen, used to say screen share, it says present now. All right. Share screen. I'm trying to get fancy. Okay. I have to mute, I think, right? Fuck. There's my fuck for the night.
Go. She's acting like I'm watching her. She's looking like I'm not bringing her up. I'll bring her up and mute her. Hold on.
Yeah, then we can all play like guess who and guess what she's talking about.
You? Okay. No, she said that you can to her page. And after you trolled me, you liar. Oh, believe Michelle. Oh Lord.
She's muted. Look at this.
Yeah, I'll believe Michelle because you're not
Look at her.
A rational person. That
Does
seems
she look
like
sick?
Miss Wow.
Does she look sick?
She does look sick, yeah.
Yeah, she looks like she's dying, doesn't she? Look how sick she looks.
She looks a little skinny.
Cancer, hopefully she beats it. Cancer.
She's a little skinny.
I sent her $25 on a Cash App, and she sent it back to me. And I woke up this morning, and she gave me a $500 request for money. Look, see how stupid she is? She sent me a $500 request for money, right? I declined it.
How is Michelle the troll when you asked her for money?
Doesn't she look so sick? Look at her. Look at her.
Help me understand that. She was nice and she gave you money. She gave you money. So how does that make her a troll? She was being nice to you.
I was being nice to her. And I gave her a $25 Cash App. And I sent it back to her. Well, no. Okay, I gave this woman $25 for her chemo. And she sent it back to me.
See?
She sent it back to me to be a bitch.
Well,
and I woke up this morning and she was a bitch and she requested $500 back to me to be an asshole. I declined the $500 money that she wanted from me.
That makes zero sense. Why would
she's a bitch?
Oh.
Okay, by the way, that noise was coming from Jules' video. On another clip channel, they went a little further. Who's on the people on panel are her people. They're just her people. So they were kind of, just playing along with her, which her people do. They play along. And apparently, this woman, I can't remember her name now, the one that she, has muted, she was on another panel. I think she was on the Amber channel. And that's where she determined, uh, Michelle determined that she did look sick and she needed money. So, but she was in there poking and poking and poking. So on Jules is, well, you know what? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find where she put. Oh, what I was going to say is the other clip channel, and I can't remember the name of it. Um, took this a little bit further as far as because Jules got like to the point where she couldn't listen to her anymore, but it went further, and she said that this girl looked like a meth addict. So unfortunately, Jules couldn't listen to much more. I don't know where she put. Here it is. Hold on.
This person, hold on.
Okay, so the other clip channel is I See What You Can't. So she's been clipping her things as well. So hold on.
I'm going to explain, but anybody know that name real quick? Does anyone know that name? Yeah, she just requested $1,000 from me in Cash App. Anybody know that name? She just requested $1,000 from me in Cash App. She just requested $1,000 from me in Cash App. Let's make her famous. $1,000 in Cash App. Yep. She just requested $1,000 from me in Cash App. Yep. Make her famous. Make her famous. She just sent me $1,000 request in Cash App. Just so you know all the bullshit I get. Just so you know all the bullshit I get. That's one of Molly. That's actually Molly and Amber's people. Let's make her famous. I get these all day long. I want to show you what I did to a cancer patient and her declining my money. And I want to show you what she did to me the last two. Christy sent me $25 towards dinner. No, I'm not. It's not ruining me. I just want to. I'm fine. I just want to show you what a bunch of pathetic piece of shits these are. Oh, of course they're trying to rob me, but it's not. I'm going to show what pathetic pieces of shits these are. Because if they want to rob me, I'm going to just call them on their shit. Valentina is going to change her profile picture, and then she's going to take a link so you can see I'm not lying. The girl with cancer, how am I supposed to feel sorry for her when I'm going to show you what I did? Hey, babe. You got my wrist up there. He's so mean. I sent $25 to an enemy of mine that has cancer. Right? She's going to come back up. She didn't change the picture right. I want y'all to look at my cash apps. Now, Christy sent me $25 or $40 or something. I can't, 25. But I want y'all to see what I did. You believe me, but apparently you have to show proof or people say I'm lying. So
I'm sorry. I just can't. I can't.
Can you at least tell me what you're looking at?
I cannot change it right now.
I understand, but can you at least say what you're looking at?
No.
Can you see it? Oh, you can't change it because you're on your phone with my
I'm looking at a request from Chris for $1,000.
And then what are you looking at?
No, I'm sorry, Melissa.
4,000.
Melissa.
Then what's under that? She just corrected herself and said Melissa.
$1,000 request for money.
What's the next one?
Melissa $1,000.
What does the next line say? It's like reading a check.
$100. Crystal fell $100.
What's the next one say? It's like reading a
Crystal,
check.
$100.
Next one.
Crystal, $5.
No, that's the one that was refunded. You missed the 500.
All right, I think everyone got the point. I think everyone got the point. Hi, people who just came in that I couldn't see. Sorry. Yeah, so Valentina just went on to, dox people. She doxed that, woman who does have cancer. And when we got to the point where I had to turn it off was where somebody in her chat was saying that you definitely can turn off requests on your Cash App. I don't have Cash App, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, I've pretty much, I know. See, she got the whole outrage was that she said that people all day long, were sending her requests on her Cash App. You can, that particular comment that was being shown was telling her that you can shut that off on your Cash App. I don't know if you can or not, but I'm pretty sure that person wouldn't lie about that. So if anybody has Cash App, pretty sure you can turn it off. Valentina, other in chat is Marza. Yeah, I had heard that she used to be a Molly supporter, and that was her name. Of course, people are trolling her. I know, and you know. Randy said she has a Cash App, and she's dropping it. Randy's dropping her Cash App. Yeah, she was a patron of MGL. That is true. That is true. And I have no idea of her background. I'm going to venture to say, and I'm just putting this out there, it doesn't mean Marza is Valentina, her mod right now. Randy, she used to be a Molly supporter. And she went over to, the person who started the channel to, do parodies, etc. That's who Mars is. So, again, I don't even know what to say anymore about her. That's why I've kind of stayed away from it. But when I saw this, I was like, I don't know. I think I'm going to just bring it up. Before she was Valentina. Oh, yeah, no, I never heard of her either before she was Valentina. Yeah, I never heard of her because I don't know everybody who, who are, hey, Pickle. I don't know everybody who is a Molly supporter. I would have no idea. But something, I don't know what made her not be, Molly supporter anymore and go over to be with Michelle. But again, I just think that, I have my opinions about what I think Michelle is doing. But again, it would just be an opinion, and I don't know if I want to put it out there. But I will say this, Michelle, there were people from this community, Science Girl is one that I could think of right off the top of my head. And of course, Vinny now, who are supporting you, but you don't know how to take anyone's advice. And I think you just want people from this community to support you. And just because we might not support Molly doesn't mean that we're going to support you, because your behaviors of doxing and that kind of stuff is just, we don't do that. I think there was something, what else did she do? Something else about doxing as well. Shauna, being a Molly supporter is a sure sign of someone who makes bad choices. We all tried to give her. I know. Everybody did. I mean, Randy did. I think she was on Randy's panel more than once, but I don't know. I think there were threats of doxing as well. I think most enjoy these two go at it. Yeah, I think that was a lot of it, German lady, um, because it was a train wreck. But I think there was kind of like a threat of doxing, and where the drama community doesn't. Oh no, that was somebody else. Never mind. Somebody else put out kind of a threat of a doxing, which I was shocked about. Um, and said, "Welcome to the drama community." The drama community doesn't make threats of doxing. No, we don't do that. And she makes awful health decisions like smoking with a history of stroke. I don't know. Yeah, she was. I know Randy. She was on Randy's yesterday. Um, you have to understand. Randy, right? Randy is, always wanting to help the underdog to the extreme. But at some point, you just can't. She seems hell bent on acting a certain way on here and doesn't want to. No, she doesn't want to take advice because you would have to listen when someone's actually talking to you. When you have a conversation with someone and all they're doing is waiting for you to finish so they can make their next statement. That's what she does. The only difference is that she doesn't exploit missing children yet, but that can change. And that's true. Yeah, Randy just has to realize that she can't help everybody, right? But she is. That's how Randy's always been like that. She's always been for the underdog, and she, I guess, was hoping that uh, because Michelle did say she was not going to do any more parodies and all this kind of stuff, and that didn't help. Really didn't happen. Must be Molly didn't have enough screws loose for Mars's taste. Well, yeah, that's kind of true. Randy is a fixer and wants to help people. I know. It is. It's who she is. Randy's always been like that since I've known her. Going way, way back. Way, 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 way back. Hi, Crystal. So, yeah, anyway, I don't know what else to say. Um, I don't know what else to say about her, but that kind of annoyed me seeing that. And, for good reason. For good reason. All right. So let's get to this whole thing that's going on. But like I said, I've seen enough boobs and ass to last me a lifetime from YouTube members. We don't need to see that. I kind of get 2017 actually. I kind of understand why uh, Molly did that. You know, flashing of her boobs because it was done to her twice. Although Michelle said one time it was an accident, but she did the same thing because she said I needed to make that live stream go down. Like I needed it to be on private or whatever. She needed it gone, so she did it with intent to do that. So it wasn't an accident. So did I ever think that Molly would do that? No, but Molly's Molly's reasoning was she wanted to. Make sure that everybody knew that her boobs didn't sag. Yeah, she wanted to get the channel shut down. Exactly. Or at least that particular live stream that was going on, she wanted it cut. I'm not sure what the actual reason is. She wanted to know if it went viral. Why? We got closer to 2018, I think. I'll find my notebook. Well, all I know is that when I came here, it was it was 2017. I didn't know anything about YouTube. I came under my real name, and it just kind of stuck. But you're right. I mean, as far as us getting closer, uh, yeah, it was probably 2018. Hey, I love you too, Crystal. All right, so no more boobs. Do you want me to flash mine? You know what I'll do? You know that YouTuber? His name is Dream. He's a gamer. He's been on YouTube for 7 years, and never showed his face, right? So recently, I think within the past week, he did a face reveal, but he's got 30 or 50 million subs. So when I get to 30 million subs, I'll flash my boobs. Okay? I heard about water balloons and baloney. Oh, Lanky. Yeah, he was. Listen, I never followed him, Shauna. I didn't know who he was, but it was another YouTuber that I watch his channel because he does rescue um, of animals and forces them and that kind of thing. So I was watching, and he was with his little puppies and little blind puppies, and that he's fostering, and he talked about it. And I never heard of this dream guy, but yeah, so he turned out that he was a cute guy. He's young. He's young, so he must have started on YouTube really young, doing gaming. We've been together a long time. I treasure you all and want you to know just how special. Yeah, we all have been together here for a long time. You're right, Crystal. Long time. And I think that's what's really great. I mean, there's some people who have come and gone, but for the most part, I think everybody here in this little community have been friends now for a really long time. So anyway, Randy's going to come up with her notebook. So now let's get to the whole thing that happened with, and for the life of me at this moment, I can't understand. I can't remember what. Thank you, Erin. Erin is, I have to say something about Erin. Erin is the type of person who uh, goes wherever she wants. Like she goes to chats of people that we all might not like, but I've never, ever, ever, ever in all the time. Oh, that's all right, Diamond Cutter. If you, as I said, if you want, I don't have to let you on, Randy. Why do I have to let you on?
I know. Hold on. Let me take my
Okay.
headphone out.
Okay. Take your headphone out. Oh, so anyway, Erin is always a sweetheart. Like if she goes into a chat of people that we might not like, she never says like a bad word, or she never jumps into a conversation. Let's say someone was talking about Randy, right? She never just jumps on a bandwagon, but she does go to a lot of channels, and I've always
Mhm.
admired that about her.
I love you too, Monroe. Yeah, me too.
So you know what I mean? Like she just goes everywhere, and some of us don't do that, right? Or we can't. In some cases, we can't, but she
Yeah.
can, and she's always that way. You took your headphone out, and your picture turned into a white circle. Did it? I'm not on the StreamYard side. Oh,
I figure mine did, but I can't get the YouTube side to pull up yet. I tried to reboot and all that stuff before I came up.
no,
You
your
took your
picture's there
headphone out and
now.
your picture.
I'm seeing it on StreamYard. Okay, so I can only see it on StreamYard. Maybe sometime.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
this picture will show up, and I start off with that picture. So when I change it, it'll show up, and then it doesn't do it.
Okay,
So
so
it's just,
now you have the hat on, the birthday hat. Wasn't that from my birthday?
like last year.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it
Last
was
year, the year before, yeah.
not this past birthday, the one before that.
No, we didn't celebrate this
Yeah,
year.
we didn't
Remember?
celebrate. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't feel like celebrating my birthday.
Yeah.
So Do you? Okay, so for some reason my mind is drawing a blank. What? Diane, can you? Yeah, I'll email you a link. Hold on one second. Let me email her a link.
Who?
Diamond Cutter.
Okay,
She
I
just
can't
asked.
see that. Why don't you just drop it in the
Oh,
stream?
she said to email it to her.
Okay. I
So,
can't see the chat yet, y'all.
oh, why not?
Everything's. I can on StreamYard a little bit, but you can't see everything, and my internet's buffering. You know how it.
Oh, is it that time?
I
You know what I
guess.
mean. Like it's the time of the month. When you say, "Is it your time of the month?" It's your internet's time of the day? That's what I meant.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess it is. I don't know what it.
It's
There it
being
goes. There
temperamental.
it
It's just
is.
being
So
temperamental. Okay, let me get to my email because actually signed out of my email. No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted my email. I tried to
it doesn't
close.
matter. She said it doesn't matter. It could
Oh,
just. It'd
okay.
be some.
All right, I'll drop it in the side chat then. I thought that some people, I don't know, for some reason, for some people it doesn't work and it's easier to email it to them. Hey, Monique.
Momo.
Okay, I just dropped it. Hey, Melanie.
Oh, look, if I do it under StreamYards, it does it in your name.
What do you mean?
Watch this.
That's crazy. Uh,
See? I type under if on StreamYards.
yes, that's so crazy. Hi,
Watch.
Hey,
Barnyard.
I'll
How
get
you
you
doing?
in your clone now.
hey guys. Uh, can y'all first of all, can y'all hear me? I'm up at our cabin, my mom's, and can
Yes,
you hear me? Okay, okay. And then I got
yes.
earbuds in, so you can. Okay, I just want to make sure. This is
Yes.
the boonies. I have Verizon, and everybody it's all AT&T up here, so I have to stick a leg one way and an arm the other. So, and we're not up here enough to have internet Wi-Fi put in. I have to go to my mom's for that. But anyway, yeah, I didn't hear. My darn brother drove up, and I didn't get the. As soon as I typed in chat a while ago, and he drove up, so I was outside with him until I just come in. But I'll go back and watch it. I don't know
Well,
what
yeah.
y'all covered, but go
Well,
ahead.
we didn't really cover. I was talking about Michelle Sabate and
Hmm.
some, disturbing things that she was doing on her panel. That Jules had, made a clip of it, and we
Hmm.
talked about that. So all I said was, I was going to just say, actually, that I don't even remember now. Like it's so weird. I don't remember what kicked this whole thing off. Like what kicked this
Uh,
whole thing off? I forgot.
well, with me and Marissa, or this little thing right here. What's been
This
going on?
Yeah, this last little thing that happened, like what made that happen? Like
I
what
can
kicked it
I
off?
Well, I've been ever since me and her kind of like felt, I've done my little videos or whatever, but she she would go like if when Alicia was live with that Tia Simone or whatever, if I was in chat, I if I say what I want to, what I think and what I feel about Marissa. I don't lie about it, but I jump in and voice my concern or whatever. But and people are really, I'm not taking it for Marissa at all. But all you've got to do is drop in chat something, and she doesn't see if there's any validity to it. She takes it and runs with it. Whether she does that because she, just does it, or she does it intentionally. She does it. Uh, so she'll get, somebody will say something or send her a screenshot, and she'll go off and say something. So she didn't, I'm sure she don't appreciate me saying what I do, but I don't care. It's my truth. It's the truth, and I tried to not do it, ride her ass so much. But whenever somebody sends me something, or I see the clip channel and she's on there saying that she doesn't lie, and how all the people in the back, that in the past, we're all, trash and all this stuff, it pisses me off, and I'll say something. So she'll, that it kind of starts as petty going back and forth. But this time, the only thing I can figure out, she was saying that I talked about Jake. I have not said anything about Jake. I haven't. And if I have, sure hadn't been anything bad. I don't talk about them. I don't talk about anybody's kids. But I don't know where she's coming. And I almost feel like that sometimes she makes shit up just to be able to to justify what she's doing. You know what I mean? She'll give her own justification so she can run her mouth about crap. So I was completely taken back with the whole and I didn't know. uh Mallory told me yesterday, reached out, and she said, well, you've had to have known the rumor about the pictures. I had no idea until that night when the video I reacted to, that was the first I knew about that pictures had been discussed. I honestly had not heard it from anybody, and I mean, I didn't. Now the first night whenever I told Mallory, said, but I don't think the pictures exist. I said, look, Mallory, I don't know. I don't even know. I didn't know it. She said, you had to have, somebody would have, if they existed, somebody would have dropped them in your DMs. I said, I don't think they would. I mean, first of all, why? I don't think they would, but I didn't know about them. But it pissed me off to know that they took pictures of me. I wouldn't do that. That just pissed me off. That was like violation. And it's not, I want everybody to understand, it's not about the context of the pictures, because I'm secure with myself, and I, not being ugly when I say this, but people can think what they want to think and judge me if they want to. But to me, that's my business. If I want to put a strap, I mean, if I want to do that, that's my business, but I will own it. And I don't know anybody in explanation. I don't, but my husband. And so people can say whatever. That's not what my problem is, people saying and believe it. It's the fact that they violated me. And then for her to be so damn, I mean, that is like not cool. And I feel like, I mean, it's not cool to, if I, let me be part of it, like the joke. If you're going to joke on me or y'all going to do that crap, then clue me in, but don't do it like it's some, malicious thing. That it seems malicious to me, the way they're, because I didn't know anything about it, Diane. I had not heard the rumors, so it's very malicious feeling to me. Now when we were there, go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything about it either. Like, I don't know, like, when it was first brought up. I only know when it came to, we all heard when it really came to a head. The thing that I found odd was that it was Jen doing all the talking, and then she said that they split up 3 months ago. But why would she have Jen's phone? Because she said, she made it a point to say Jen would be really mad at me if she knew that I took these pictures. So the whole thing sounded like, how would she have her phone if they're not together? I mean,
exactly. Well, I don't believe, after they pulled that crap with TNT and Steph and Sarah about the unliving, when they pulled that stunt, it made me question, because to lie about something like that, especially with the way things are and people are so alert with their, their disabilities and mental illness, it's not nothing to pick about. And, for somebody that is, and especially in the community where a lot of people have either had firsthand experience of it, that's just total disregard for everybody's, feelings and intelligence to deny it and double down on it. I don't believe anything they say. I even question Taco's health issues, and I even question everything. But I didn't know. Okay, so the pictures when we got there that first night, Friday night, we joked around and laughed, and we took pictures. But we all knew about the pictures, and we shared. Now, Marissa, I woke up Saturday morning, and when I woke up, Marissa's phone was laying on my pillow, and I was in my bed, she was in her, and it was playing like Indian music, waves hitting the ocean. I was like, what in the world? I picked her phone up, and I looked at it and saw that it was playing that, and I just slid it over on the nightstand. Well, when I did that, she turned her head. I said, what is your phone doing out here? She said, oh my God, you've been snoring. So I guess she had put it on my pillow to drown out the noise. I said, oh, I'm sorry. I said, sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. I don't, what I mean? Sometimes I snore, sometimes I don't. And she says, oh my God. So she made a big deal about it. And so she told Tacos, and then when they got up, so that night when I went to bed, the dog, we come back from doing the little wedding downstairs, and her dog had pooed, but my cousin had taken it and had it wormed because she was going to sell it. But Marissa freaked out, and so Tacos, this is the last I was told, Taco said, I'll take the dog and she can go sleep in our room. And I went to bed, and got in my bed, covered. I was naked, covered up. And I don't go to bed. I don't ever lay in bed without no clothes on unless I'm having a hot flash. And if I'm having a hot flash, I try to I could take my hair. If I could take my hair off my head, I would do that. But it's usually within 5 minutes, I'm freezing because I've gotten the chill. So I'm covering back up. I'm in the middle of menopause. So if I did have the covers thrown off of me, I can guarantee you they weren't off of me long because I know how I am with hot fuzz. But I wasn't aware that there were pictures taken of me after I had fell asleep. That was never spoken to me or joked. They didn't joke around about it. In the pictures that we had taken, we all joked. I knew about. But now the only thing I was aware of was Marissa saying, "Girl, I can't believe you sleep naked." I don't know what the big deal is. I am blown away. I don't wear panties either. And I've not worn panties since I was 16 years old. I don't know what the big deal is. Some people do and some people don't. But they made it sound like I had damn 3 tits and a third eye. And I'm like, I thought that was weird.
Well, they didn't do it at that time, did they?
No, nothing was said that trip. But after we got home, then it would, come up and on like conversation, joking, and and it's the truth. I never denied that why would I deny that? It's my business, and I don't owe nobody an explanation. And my bush, each time that got told, it got bigger, and my bush got bigger and bigger. And hell, I had a fro by the time it was over. And I can roll with it. I don't care about that kind of crap. I don't care about that. But the pictures crowd, and then to try to, on her live the other day when she said, whenever she said, come up there, and I went up there, and she said, accused me of lying about saying that I never slept. And I said, I didn't. I never said that. She said, okay, that's one lie. I didn't. I don't know what that's called, but I'm saying one thing. And she is saying that I'm saying something completely opposite of what I just said. What's that called? I mean, like, I'm saying it's black, and she's saying I'm not saying it's black. When I don't know what that's called, but that's what I felt like. And I said, I am not denying it. How are you saying that I'm admitting that I lied? I'm not denying it. I never have denied that I sleep naked.
I know.
I don't understand what business it is of yours. Why in the hell you're making a big deal out of it? That's what I'm confused about.
Yeah.
Why in the shit do you care?
Yeah, but you see what happened is because if pictures were taken of you, right, without your consent, right, while you were sleeping, and Jen and Tina have it, or Two Tacos had it on her phone, if she's the one that took them, and then she, supposedly took them off of Tina's phone, and then passed on to Molly, it became a crime. If there are pictures.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. And, maybe I'm being two-faced when I say if I had known about the pictures, then I wouldn't, it wouldn't be, I'm not trying to be two-faced, but I'm just saying I didn't know about it. I'd not been told about that they existed. That seems malicious to me whenever somebody's doing, and they're not, because if it's a joke and, then it's a joke. But what reason do they have to take pictures of me, unbeknownst to me, when I'm asleep? I don't understand that. To me, that screams malicious all the way around. Sorry, it does. Or it's set up or blackmail. That's what that screams to me.
Well,
or they would have told me about
it. For you to not find out until they were mad at you, that means it was with malicious intent, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yes.
It's 2 years, right?
Yeah. Yes. And Marissa, that on that what I reacted to, I didn't get to react. There was more. Apparently, Taco or Tina called back after that on that same live, and I heard a clip of it, and I went back to get it, and she had taken it down. But that lady Love Scorpio was up there, and I don't know if Marissa went to pee and Tina was on the phone, but she said, "You stay up here, let me talk to you." She said, "I'm so mad." Now this is that Love Scorpio. She said, "I'm so mad, but that you were violated, and that she is a predator. I'm so sorry that you were done like that." That is the biggest bullshit. That's what I thought to myself, you've got to be kidding me. And her wife, Jen, sat right there and let that lady say all that shit, knowing damn good and well I didn't violate nobody. It was nothing like that. So that's what Marissa needs to understand, her consequences. Like, she's got somebody, my husband we're fine. We're in a good, solid relationship. He knows everything. I haven't kept nothing from the get-go. But my husband that I'm not married, my ex-husband, that was not the kind of relationship we had. He was very jealous. He would have strung me up. I mean, I would have had to leave him already. This would have been a big thing for us. He would not have been okay with this shit going around. This could have caused somebody, if it wasn't I wasn't married, a lot of trouble. That's not cool. That is like not cool. I'm great.
when you think that you're friends with somebody, you never think that they're going to do something, even if for some reason that friendship there was a falling out. You would hope that
Mm-hmm.
even in a friendship that's falling out, that you go your way, they go their way, and they don't, pull stuff like this, or you can
Yeah.
trust them. You can trust them that you slept naked. I mean, that
Right.
didn't
I mean,
that didn't even have to be brought out. Like the whole internet didn't have to know that
no,
you slept naked.
I feel like that the sleeping naked in the bush was a gateway for her to go to the pictures. I don't really think she'd give a shit whether I slept naked or have a bush. I think she used that as a gateway to try to incriminate me with these pictures. I do. That's what I think, and whether I'm right or wrong, it doesn't matter. That's what I think, and it doesn't matter what she did. She is right, and any part of her thinking that it was okay for her to sit on her panel and do what she did, the fact that any part of her thinks that that's okay and that it's anybody's damn business, it blows my mind. And that the people sitting there, co-signing that shit, like that Love Scorpio. I mean, that is
Yeah.
so whacked in the head. I don't know. I don't get it. But you can't go through life doing people. I wouldn't do it without expecting to have consequences. And she doesn't need to expect that either. She needs to accept that, no, there's going to be consequences for your actions. That's just all I can say about it. You can't go through life and not have consequences when you make bad decisions.
Well, you can't
And
you can't commit crimes like that, because
no,
that is
no,
it's called revenge porn. Uh,
yes,
Whether it was, because it could be, it doesn't have to just be, sent by an ex
I'll
or a husband, or something like that.
right.
Anybody who holds pictures and then
Mm-hmm.
hangs them over your head, or puts them out,
Mm-hmm.
especially onto the internet, or even just passes them to one person, and then that person might pass it to someone else. It's definitely revenge porn, and there are laws.
Diane and Randy, I'm going to tell you, I'm not a prude by no means of the imagination. I say I'm a joker. I say things that are off color, but I cringe when I hear her say the things that she says, like what I supposedly said I would rather do, eat, or I can't even hardly listen to her say that, much less those
Oh,
words come out of my mouth.
I know what you're talking about.
And I mean, and then her trying to be explicit just because Jen, that's her proof that Jen said that I sent them. So that's the proof. That lying bitch said that. This is somebody that completely fabricated a lie with her wife about unaliving herself and
Yeah.
doubled down and tripled down. And she thinks that people are that's credible. Are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah.
But for her to sit up there, and I say things, but that I can't say those words, and I wouldn't, especially just continue and say, what does she think she's accomplishing?
Well,
I mean, I don't get it.
it was Jen herself. Jen is the one that she was talking to, who actually did that. She's the one that came on here and said that it was, she had to save 2 tacos by giving her CPR because she was trying to unalive herself. So,
Yeah, like that's the crazy. And then she told me, because I get roped into that, like, well, her telling people like that she had already talked to me and I knew all about. I knew nothing about it. I found out whenever she posted crap on YouTube, supposedly under taco. So I didn't know anything, but I'm not okay with that. So yes, I decided when I found out and figured out what they were doing, I was done. I don't want to be friends with somebody that can do something that says that. So I did. I spoke up. I said, I'm not cool with this. I don't want to have anything to do with you. And then when the serendipity stuff happened and Tacos was going live and trying to say stuff that in a subliminal way, I wasn't okay. And I made a video and I said, this is not okay. And you're not going to do this. We're taking back. You're not going to do this. So that's all I've said and all I've done to them that would, they shouldn't be mad about that. I'm just doing what I should have done. And you know what I mean? That's not okay what they were doing. So I don't care if they're mad at me. I don't care. They're doing better. But it blows my mind how they were. I mean, Marissa, I never said they took Xanax. I don't have a bottle of Xanax for them to steal from. I never said they stole theirs. I said they told me, and look, Diane, I didn't know anything about whenever she told you about on your panel, I found out about a week prior to that. They had never said a word to me about Marissa stealing pills until about a week or a few days before she told it on your panel. And
she did. She didn't want to she didn't want to talk about it on my panel. I went back to listen to it a year ago, and Science Girl came up, and someone I think in the side chat asked a question. She wanted to avoid the whole story about the Xanax that she had already told. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been out there. And she said, I would really rather not get into the whole Xanax thing, but she had already implied it that, and actually, well, not just implied it, actually said that Clarissa had taken, her Xanax. It was out there.
And see, I didn't. Like I said, I found out about that. They told me about a week prior to her telling it or mentioning it on your channel, and I said I did not know that. But what I didn't, and I said this to them, I did notice whenever I would come into a room, her and Tacos and Marissa would be talking, and Jen did say to me on that trip, "God, I wish she would stop." Like Marissa was hitting her up to get Tina to give her.
Hold on one second.
Okay.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you. And Safari Dream said that MGL is live now, titled "Barnyard is Lying to Diane." All right.
No, I'm not. I've never. Well, whatever. But I on that trip, I knew, like Jen would say, "I wish you quit," or Tina, "I wish you quit asking." I made a mistake and gave her one, and now she's like every 15 minutes bugging me for one. That was the extent of me knowing about the Xanax on that trip. I didn't know anything. I knew nothing about supposedly she took from her. I didn't know any of that until a year, however long it was later, whenever she decided to start talking about it. So I've never said that Marissa stopped. I just said what the facts, what I just got through saying. And as it's not my story to tell, but they want to bring. I have a prescription for Adderall. It's my business what I take. I didn't try to force her to take one. I didn't give her one. I didn't. I mean, you know what I mean? So why are you bringing up my prescription medicine? I mean, I didn't. There's no dealio. Nobody has accused me of stealing them. Nobody's accused me of that. Is not my deal. But I didn't know anything. But when I got told, Jennifer told me that she didn't want Tacos to be upset, and that whatever they come up stolen, that she had hid them under a pillow in a chair in the room, their hotel room. And when they come back from downstairs, she went right to the chair, and the cushion she could tell the cushion had been lifted, and that the bottle was gone. Now that's what I was told when I finally got told that story. And
okay, so let's say okay, so if Molly's listening, Molly, here's the thing about Jen and Two Tacos. Two Tacos is the one that said that you stole pills. She said it on my panel. I can go back and I can play it. It wasn't Diamond Cutter. It wasn't Barnyard that said that. She didn't know anything about it. Nobody knew anything about it until Two Tacos decided to come up on my panel, spill her guts. So that.
But hold on. And didn't I stop her from saying that Marissa was an addict or something? Was it me?
Yes. It was Science Girl saying that Marissa was an addict, and we stopped her from saying. You actually stopped her from saying, no, we can't do that. We don't call people drug addicts here, unless we know for sure. Welcome back, Amy, to the Sophisticated Mamas.
And whenever she was coming up on your panel, I had been up at our cabin at my mom's for 2.5 weeks, and I broke my leg in the meantime. So when I got home was when I was being summoned. I didn't know that Tacos was coming on. I didn't know any of that. And we get home, I'm going to the doctor the next day to find out when my surgery is. And I wake up and I put YouTube on, and Marissa's live. And when I turned it on, she's beating her damn table saying, "Where you at, Barnyard? Where you at? Get your ass up here." Her and Laura was on panel. I said, "What in the hell is going on?" I didn't know. So I go up there not knowing what, and she's pissed thinking because Laura had told her that me and Tacos was going on your panel, and she was flipping her lid thinking I didn't even know Tacos was going on your panel, Diane. And you think,
how would you know?
I didn't know any, and she instead of picking the phone up and doing what I would do and saying, "Hey, I heard you and Tacos are going on, Diane," what courtesy wasn't given to me. I was called a piece of shit, a disappointment, all that shit, and then summoned to her freaking panel for her to think she's going to jump down my fucking throat. But she didn't. I freaking went up there and told. But, do you think whenever I started telling the truth, she and famously picked her phone up and started scrolling and completely ignoring me, and then started talking to people in chat and disregarding the truth. Never has she apologized for falsely. No, and I don't need her fucking apology. So I don't expect her to. But that's the God's honest truth. I have no reason to lie. I have
Well,
no reason to lie about this.
it wasn't. It had zero to do with you. In fact, even Laura kind of butted in and said, "Oh, Diane went to Two Tacos." No, Two Tacos started messaging me, because she wanted to apologize to me for treating me badly, and I said, "I don't even remember you doing that because I really didn't know who Two Tacos was." And then she
Mm-hmm.
started telling me about, Molly wanting to put spells on, me, Randy, and Wendy, and she sent me some messages showing it, and that. So it was really, I mean, if you have a beef with someone, Molly, it should be the person that you called last night. But
Right.
for some reason, you're trusting them when they did this, fake
Well,
kind of
it,
lie.
it suits her narrative. Whether she don't trust them, you can believe that she don't trust them, but it suits her narrative and it helps justify her lies. Because I can tell you what, I sleep well at night. I was a good friend. I was a good friend, and I know it, and she knows it. Did not do her dirty. I didn't do none of them dirty. I have not lied. I have spoke the truth as it was told to me. If I repeated it, but I haven't tried to stir no shit, and I sleep very well at night. That's her loss, not mine. And I don't even know that person that we see. I don't even know that person. Don't want to know that person. But she can say whatever she wants to and spin it. But what she's not going to do is the shit that she pulled yesterday and the day before. Not going to fly. She is not going to do that. That's illegal and breaking the law. You can't do that shit.
Well,
So
all I'm saying to Molly is that, I don't know why you would not believe that Barnyard is not the person who revealed all the things about you. It was Two Tacos that did. She came up
she
here and
knows that, Diane. She
guts.
knows that.
She spilled her guts like crazy about you. So it wasn't.
MGL knows that. She knows that, Diane. She knows that. But she can't know that and say that she knows it and get up there and spew the shit about me without, she's got to have, she knows that. She knows the damn truth. And she knows, it's ridiculous. To me, that is borderline cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Whenever you think about doing, I mean, to be able to put something like that in play, to actually think out, well, that is scandalous crap, man. And I don't want that kind of crap in my life as friend. That is some shady shit. You've got to be calculated. And who, man, that's just, it's crazy.
I mean, again, I guess Molly doesn't pay attention too much to the drama community, and
No.
the things that go on, so she wouldn't know this. But I mean, even when Two Tacos came on and told everybody about the loss of Sarah, it infuriated people. It infuriated
Yeah.
them because she barely knew her. Sarah was in a vulnerable state,
Mm-hmm.
and was, I guess, Two Tacos kind of reached out to her, but it turned out to be a horrible thing where people were so, so angry. So this is, I mean, I don't even know what to say. I mean,
Yeah.
once she left Molly, she just spilled her guts. I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't
Well,
ask questions. I didn't probe and ask her things. She just spilled it to me.
well, Diane Tacos was infatuated so hard for MGL, and I mean, honestly, when Tiffany Marie come into the picture, it was, it drove Tacos crazy. It really did. It really did. I mean, she couldn't handle she did not like Tiffany Marie, and she was bothered by that, and I mean, she was, Jen used to call, it was crazy. Jen used to call Marissa and talk to Marissa and say, Tina thinks you're mad at her. It was a very dysfunctional little thing going on between them. And MGL would get sick of Jen calling and trying to, be the cheerleader for Tina. And it was, Tacos, it was just very dysfunctional. But so she, in retaliation, wanted to apparently go on your panel and, in retaliation, but all it would have took was one phone call from MGL back to Tacos, and she wouldn't have done that. She was really, really in love with Marissa. I'm just being really frank with you. She really was. And that, I'm not being ugly when I say that. I'm just speaking what I saw is how it played out. But, and things started breaking up for them whenever the Cash Gurden thing, Marissa and Tiffany Marie wanted Tacos to go do all that crap. Tacos told her she would, and then she crawfished and ended up not doing it and come up with a. You think the unlive yourself story was crazy? You should have heard the story of her and Jen concocted to get out of going and doing what she told Marissa and Tiffany Marie she would do. They come up with a crazy story about the neighbors pull guns. I mean, it was crazy because she didn't go through and do what she told Marissa and Tiffany Marie. And Tiffany Marie and Marissa got pissed because Benny Keys got to that woman instead of them, and they got pissed because that's when
they were supposed to do something concerning that case. I didn't know that. I didn't know anything about that.
I was on the phone. Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes.
I was getting a phone. They can't, none of them deny. I was on a 3-way phone call when all this was playing out. But that's exactly what they got mad because they wanted to get to what was that woman's name? The woman that had the babies.
I don't know. I don't know her name. I don't know the woman who had the babies. The one where the child was stolen out of the house, right? That woman. I don't remember her name.
You're talking about Cash Garnon?
Yeah. Yeah. What was the name of the woman that these children they were under her roof? I don't remember her name. I didn't really follow. I didn't really follow the case that much, so I don't know. I can't remember the name. So apparently they were supposed to be doing something with that and then pulled out. I don't know. Barnyard, are you still here? I can't hear you if you are. And you're not.
I can't hear you.
And you're not muted. No, not Connie. Yeah, she dropped off. If you need the link again, I'll drop it for you. Yeah, Connie is the grandmother. That's the only name I know out of that whole case. I dropped the link again for you. Hi, Vinny.
So
I'm glad that you came in peace. Go ahead.
I think. Okay, so Molly over there has Jen on the phone, and they're talking about describing the pictures. Good. Here's Barnyard.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So go ahead. Finish.
I'm sorry, I had a phone call. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
So did you hear what I said? That
wait.
Hold on.
No, more. Well, okay, I'll hold on. It's your panel, but I mean,
no. You say what you want to say, Randy.
Oh, so she has Jen on the phone. Her and Justin, has Jen on the phone, and they're over there discussing dirty pictures that supposedly you sent to Tacos.
Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, they're so tacky, man. I mean, because you know why? They know I'm over here telling the truth, and I don't know why they're doing it, but they're doing it again. Wow. Yeah, okay. Okay. I hope. Okay. I need to send somebody a text real quick, but okay. Whatever they want, I don't care. I know I'm up here telling the truth. I've always told the truth. I have no reason not to. And they can do it.
Okay, so here's the thing. So she has these pictures, and why doesn't she? I mean, listen.
Damn, how many do they? I mean, apparently, okay.
If someone said they had pictures of me, right, and I knew that I didn't send them, I would say show them to me. Not on the internet, not live.
Right. Well, apparently, Diane, she has showed the pictures. I mean, I apparently the ones she's supposedly saying that she's got, she has showed them. So there's that.
No, to you.
Oh well, she's not going to do. I did. I told them prove it. They ain't sent me nothing. All they want to do is get up there and bash. I said prove it. And when I say prove it, I'm not saying get on the panel like you're doing and describe if somebody's got a broke fingernail that's fingering. I'm not saying that. Prove it to the only one it matters to, and that's me. Show me the pictures, and yet I have yet to hear from them. You know, look, it's hard. I know it's hard to stand in your own shit and smell it and marinate it. I know it's hard. I have had to do it. But sometimes, you know, nobody's perfect, and we all make mistakes. If you make a mistake, all you got to do is say, I don't know if they know what this is, but I'm sorry. That goes a long way with a lot of people. But I don't think they possess that. I'm just being frank with you. But, you know, I don't understand why she thinks that what she's doing is cool. I don't get it, but it just, to me, it shows the kind of person she really is, and it reeks of her character. It reeks of it, and she can go under any video I've ever posted, and I think that I have, other than my downfall whenever I was supporting her, whenever it comes to you, I really feel bad about that. But I think that I have tried to live my life and live it on here the way that I am, and let people make their own decision about who I am. And I think that, as far as I'm concerned, the people that matter, they know the truth. If the people that follow her and that want to believe that, then let them believe it. If
Does
she
Jen
thinks that,
realize? Does Jen realize? Okay, let's say hypothetically. Let's just say hypothetically, because you know you got to put these words out there. Hypothetically, let's say she had pictures of you. All right.
mm-hmm,
Now, if
mm-hmm,
they took pictures of you when you were sleeping, then there could be pictures. But let's say hypothetically, does Jen realize that that is a crime? It's called revenge porn because they weren't for you, because you
right.
said you took them off of Tina's phone without her permission. But how would you have her phone if you two are split up? So that story doesn't go
Right.
over really well.
Here's what she said too. She said, I got them without Tina knowing. Now she said that
Right.
yesterday. And
Yes.
then
Mm-hmm,
she said, and I sent them to Marissa without Tina knowing. Oh, Tina's gonna be mad at me. Tina's gonna be mad at me. Well,
Brandy,
I
do you
have,
know what that sounds like? That sounds just like when they were unalive, and that whole story they told. That's the same
oh, I
kind of
know.
shit they said.
But you know what? That's going to work out to your benefit, because with her
Mm-hmm,
going on someone else's phone, taking pictures that doesn't belong to her, sending them to
mm-hmm.
Marissa, that right there is 2 words. That's revenge porn. Then
Porn. Yep.
Marissa gets
And
on a big live stream because she has a big following.
mm-hmm. Yep.
Describe each and every picture, and that's what that is. So Marissa just was over there saying, I can't get in trouble for that. Yes, ma'am. Yes, you
Yep.
can. Because now we
Well,
know they were on your device. We know they were on Jen's device when they were supposed
mm-hmm,
to be only on Tina's device.
mm-hmm.
So
And it's
yeah,
being recorded what they're saying. So I mean, they've got to know that people are recording it. I mean, you can, I don't, I all I know is this. Um, you can tell Jen is not being truthful when her lips are moving. Taco said on your panel that Jen is a pathological liar.
yeah,
She said that on one of your panels, that her wife is a pathological liar.
she did say that.
She sure did, and she said it more than once, but she specifically said it on Diane's. And so whatever. And whenever, I mean, look, Tina has told, Tacos has told so much about, Jen, you can't believe anything she says. She will lie to you. She's a drug addict. She hates she hates her mother. I mean, look, the list goes on and on and on about the things that Tacos has said about her wife on more than your channel, Diane. She has said it to me. She said it other places. And, Tacos and, I mean, not Tacos, Stephanie and TNT has lots of stuff in writing that to me, anybody that wants to believe them, that kind of says a lot about them. As far as, I'm sorry, it just does. If you choose, you've got somebody that hasn't been, prove that I'm lying. Show that, where have I been proven to be a liar? I know MGL says that all the time. Nobody's ever proved it, which is bullshit. I have proved several times about her lies, but I haven't lied. Nobody has said, okay, you're lying. So prove it. Prove it to me, the only one that matters, because the people that you're up there broadcasting all that to doesn't matter to me. If you're going to say that,
Let me just answer somebody. Revenge porn in the state of Pennsylvania is a second-degree misdemeanor with 2 years in prison and a $5,000 fine. So
yeah, it's different. Like,
it's different in each
like
state.
Some of the states, or it's not called revenge porn, it's called other. Like, the word might be a little different, and whether it's a felony or a misdemeanor, it differs from Texas, Mississippi to Pennsylvania. If they are prosecuted, it differs from if it's a $1,000 fine, 5 years in prison. I mean, it differs, but it might not be the exact wording, but it's pretty gist with the wording and the definition may be a little different, but it's basically, about the same thing, but they do call it different stuff.
I don't understand why Molly would want to put herself in this situation with these two liars. Like, you do know
Well,
that there. I mean, like I just don't understand why she wanted to put herself in that position of revenge porn. I don't understand it. I really don't understand.
They're just over there kicking it up, making a joke of Barnyard sleeping naked when it's not. That's not a big deal.
that's so silly, man. I, I am 54, and granted, I'm a little older than them, but that is so, to me, it's so silly. And I don't know. I don't understand what they think. And if I ever meant anything to them, you know what I mean? I haven't, that's tacky. If I was ever and they say, well, if the same goes for you, I haven't tried to destroy and do your reputation and stuff. You know what I mean? All I've done is spoke the truth, and I'm not going to just start broadcasting the crap. It's tit for tat here, but I'm going to defend myself.
Saying I don't have them anymore. It doesn't matter if you have them anymore.
It doesn't matter if you have them anymore.
Right. Who doesn't have them? Tacos or Tina?
No. Marissa said she doesn't have them anymore.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
There's going to be.
It doesn't matter if she's ever had them. She spoke like she did. So her words that she has gotten up there and repeated, it doesn't, whether she ever had them in her possession or not, it doesn't matter. You said you did.
No, but the thing is, you can never really delete anything off of a device.
No. Well, and why? Okay, so why? Okay, and this is the thing. This is what really. I don't know if y'all saw when I went on Marissa's panel yesterday. She wants to know, okay, are you ready? Are you ready? I said, yeah, I'm ready. Okay, so we start talking about, to me, the things that matter. You know what I mean? The only really, the picture of me being naked in my bush was very, very low. It wasn't even on my totem pole. But so I'm talking about, I'm done with that stuff. Let's talk about, really? Are you serious? This is what our problem was. So, but Marissa made the comment on somebody's panel not long ago that it's trivial what I'm upset about, and she really doesn't even know what it is. That said it all to me. So don't get up there and make it look like you're so disappointed in me that I pulled the wool over your eyes and I was a snake and I really fooled you, because I've been me throughout this whole thing and I haven't changed. I'm not going to, but I'm truthful and authentic with her. But the fact that she wants to say that she doesn't even know, that said it all to me. She can't even remember, Diane, what she said. She forgets the conversation she's had with people. And I mean, she needs to look in some ginkgo biloba or whatever that stuff is called for memory, because she honestly can't remember conversations that she's had. And she, acts like she's hearing all this stuff for the first time whenever.
Go ahead.
But I don't know. I just think it's sad. I don't want to, continue. I don't want, I mean, this is not what life is about. You know what I mean? My mom is very important to me. She's 87 years old and I've been here for the last couple of days. And, I felt bad yesterday because, I had to deal with some business yesterday and I had to take time away from my mother. And last night I was really bothered because it's emotion. My mom it's just sad. And I asked the good Lord to forgive me.
That's the most important thing at 87 years old. You have to spend every minute you can with her. And that's it.
Yeah. And I prayed last night and asked God to forgive me I felt like neglecting my mother yesterday, but I felt like I had to take care. And when I went to bed last night and I was laying there resting, what seemed important to me during the day didn't mean shit till last night. Whenever I thought about, I said, Mom, I'll call, let me go. I got to go make some phone calls. And I regretted it last night. You know what I mean? And I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to feel like that because my time is precious with my mother. So I did what I had to. I did what I had to do this morning before I went to my mom's house, but I didn't take away from my mom none today to deal with any of this. I did, and because I don't want to feel bad about it. And honestly, in the big scheme of things, that shit that they're doing over there doesn't matter. It's just, it's really sad to me. It's just sad, and like I said,
it is sad because she was your friend, and I wish that she would listen to what you're saying right now. That this is all bullshit, and listen, friendships end for whatever reason. But you would hope that even though a friendship ended, that you don't. I don't know, that you don't do this. And I wish that she could hear that. Your first priority right now is your mother. It's not this bullshit. But this is so stressful. I can't even imagine being put in this position. I mean, I just can't. And my mother, the most important thing to me. There's not a minute that goes by every single day, which is maddening, that I don't think about my mother in the course of a day. The only time I don't is when I'm talking to someone. So,
yes,
you know what I
right.
mean? Like, that's the only distraction at this point, and it's going to be almost a year. So, I mean, it's painful, and I feel so bad for you.
And I just, we none of us know, all of our days could be numbered. None of us know what, but I know I had regret when my dad passed away because I lived away, and I had regret, and I remember saying to myself, okay, you've got a chance not to have that same regret when you're, with mom, and I have really done my best to try to do that. But she's so sweet and tiny, and I just love her so much. But I don't go through life trying to hurt people, even if I don't like them. I don't want anybody to be sad and hurt. I try to, make people laugh and be in a good mood. And if I'm in a bad mood myself and I'm in a funk, Diane, I don't even like being around. I don't want people to pick up on my mojo. If I can't bring something positive and good to your life, I don't, you know what I mean? That I don't go through life trying to hurt people and be a sneaky, shady person. That's not what life is about for me. And I'm going to be a good person and try to, lift you up if I'm your friend. And I did that. And I know my conscience is clear as far as my friendship. It's very clear. My conscience is clear. I know the kind of friend I was. And if she can live with herself, then I can too, but I wish them all well. And it's just, maybe they can work their issues out, but she can't keep doing what she's doing. And, I almost feel like, I had to take care of business, and not just for me, Diane, but for all the many subs that are here. I'm a sub to her. I'm not a Patreon. I'm not a membership. I am a sub. Well, I'm not even actually a sub. I don't sub to, but one of her channels. And so I'm just somebody out here. And, I could go away tomorrow, and none of the shit that she's saying tonight or yesterday or whatever, it's going to be forgotten and gone. I mean, I could disappear and fall off. Nobody's going to know and remember me in a way. But she's got to live with who she is every day until she's not here anymore. And I hope that that's something that she can, resonate with herself, because I'm good. I'm good with me. And
the people that you're, covering up for right now or going along with, they talked mad shit on you on my panel. Mad shit. Not once, but twice. They're the ones, not Barnyard, that told everything about you, down to Xanax, to you saying that you didn't want to, sleep, or I don't know, that you were something was going to happen to you. I don't know. They're the ones that did that, not Barnyard. So why are you aligning yourself with this woman?
Yeah, and then she says, I don't get. And she says she was saying the other day that oh crap, I forgot. I lost my train of thought. What I was going to say.
That's all right.
I forgot what I was going to say. They say it gets worse when you get older too, and I'm in trouble. If that's the case, but
it happens to me all the time.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't get it, Diane. I really don't get it, and I don't guess I was supposed to understand. But she was saying, I haven't said anything ugly about Jake. He's a young man that I really am impressed with, Jake. I haven't talked crap about him, and I don't care. I don't know who's telling her what they're telling her, but if she wants to believe, that's a lot of her problem. She believes anything anybody says, and she doesn't, try to validate anything. She just wants to run off with it. And it's not just me. I mean, Diane, you can dislike somebody and not be okay, but you don't have to be so damn degrading and so ugly. I mean, the stuff she said about Alicia, how she talks about people, I don't see how people can sit there and watch that and hear her say those kind of things and be okay with it. It says something about them too, Diane, because even when we were friends and she would say things that would make my skin crawl, don't think that I didn't have a little conversation with myself and say, okay, girlfriend, I know what's right and wrong. And when something's wrong, it's wrong. Even to myself, it's wrong. So I can't sit there and justify it. You know what I mean? So it eventually is going to wear on me to where I start pulling away because I choose to involve people in my life that are going to bring me up and be good, not going to pull me down and be negative. Life's too short for that. And But so if she can believe whatever she wants to believe, but I just wish she would quit being so ugly. It's so vile, man. It's like it's not necessary. It's really not necessary. But like I said, I think it bothers her that um I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm not, but I think that my reputation has said who I am, and the people that matter know who I am. They really, I really feel I have been so surprised and so happy with my phone, my text, my emails have been blown up. Man, the support that I have received through this has been very, very emotional. I mean, it's really touched me, and I have gotten the sweetest letters, and it means so much to me. And I just want everybody to know how thankful I am for it, and that it's goes back to you 1,000%, and I appreciate it. And I just want MGL to be a good person, man. Just be a good person. Let your son see you being a good person. That's gonna, let your family, let your subs, your Patreon see you being a good person. That you know what I mean? It's so much easier to be good than it is to be a damn devil.
Yeah, and this is really, like I said, this whole thing was really gross.
Yeah.
I can't imagine, again, if for some reason I stop being friends with someone, whether it's in my real life or it's here, because I kind of feel like, people that I've become close to here are part of my real life. You know what I mean? And I think that's the
Mhm.
situation that happened with you, right? Because you
Yeah.
ended up,
Right.
going to a
Yes.
wedding and you know what I mean? So
Hmm.
it
Yes.
kind of intermingled. But I would hope that if my friendships ever broke up on here, and I think that there's a lot of people here that I talk to. Not a lot of people, but there are quite a few people that I talk to, offline. But
Hmm.
I'm talking about let's say Randy and I had, a big falling out. I
Right.
would hope that when that happened, and I'm sure she would feel the same way, that we didn't air, dirty laundry
Right.
or whatever
Yeah.
in public. And I just don't understand. I mean, you don't do that. I mean, listen, we have to use the same kind of guidelines here that we use in our real life with our real friends, because no matter what people say here, this is just YouTube and we're on YouTube. I don't feel that way, especially when you
No.
belong to a community, right? Like when you belong
Right.
to a community for X amount of
Hmm.
years, and it's the same people that you're interacting with on a weekly, daily basis.
Hmm.
You just hope that people don't turn on you like that. So
Yeah. And
I feel really bad for you. I really do.
well, I just like, I have like when she was doing the BBC calls, I was offended, and it's not in my business. She can do whatever she wants to, but I'm entitled to have an opinion.
I didn't care about that. I mean, I'm going to be honest with
Yeah,
you. I
I mean,
really didn't care.
right. And just like, I'm entitled to have an opinion just like everybody else. So if I want to say, I think it's disrespectful to your marriage, that's my opinion. But it's not that I'm being ugly to her. I have an opinion and I'm just speaking it. But, and Mario, I feel like Mario is forgotten in a lot of like her that was done. And Mario was a very, I just love that lady and I appreciate her forgiveness. Marissa said not long ago that I lied about Mario. I did not ever, all I did was try to mend that relationship with her. I really tried to help them, but Mario was given the shaft. And I really think that I just feel bad that I feel like she's been forgotten and this whole, a lot of the shuffle and stuff. And it's just, I just want her mention her name and let her know that I love her. I appreciate her being kind to me, and I haven't lied about Mario. I hate that what got said on your panel got said. I never would have done that ever, and Mary never would have hurt. I wouldn't hurt nobody like that, Diane. Even if it was somebody that hated me and I didn't like them, I would never want to hurt somebody like that. That's not who. How can you feel good about that?
I am
I don't
Andrew.
get it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I remember that whole thing too. That was quite a long,
Yeah, I just
a long time ago.
I think we all have shortcomings, but it doesn't take all you got to do is put forth a little effort to be a better person. At night, be a better person tomorrow than you were today. If you slip, then try to be a better person. It's not that hard to do, and it really makes your days a lot better than being a puss and a sour puss all the time. But I don't know. I just know that like I said, I know my truth. I wish them nothing. I don't want to be friends with them because they don't know what friends are, Diane. I really don't think that she possesses that. I really don't. But,
Well, it's not something that you would do to a friend, but even like I said, even to someone that you might not be a friend with anymore, but at some point did spend time with and cared about.
yeah,
You guys used to all talk on the phone together, and then, like I said, you all met and went to a wedding.
yeah, yeah. And we had a good time.
I don't know.
Yeah, and I mean, they made it sound like it was. To hear their side, man, it was. I don't know where I was at, but the stuff they said happened, I wasn't part of. I don't. None of that. I mean, that was the twist on it blows my mind. How it's gotten twisted, and I'm a predator, and I violated. Are you freaking kidding me, man? I mean, and I never said that I paid for everything. I want to clear that up. I paid my own way, but I never proclaimed. And I was thoughtful. I contributed, but I don't need credit for that. I didn't do it because I wanted credit for it. I did it because that's who I am. I'm a very giving person, and my husband says I'm too giving, but I am a very giving person, and I did it because I wanted to do it. But I haven't said.
I wanted to ask you when
Yes.
I was going back over the last year live stream, and Taco was, spilling her guts about Molly.
Mm-hmm.
She brought up. What was that girl's name again? I keep forgetting that girl's name.
Frozen Fire.
Yes, Frozen Fire. Were you the person who paid for her plane ticket?
No, Marissa was. I didn't. I didn't even know. Yeah, I didn't know that girl, but Marissa called me up one night, and Frozen Fire was on the other line, and she three-way. She said, introduced us, and she said that. So after she told me she was going to invite Frozen Fire as a surprise for Tacos and them, and so that's how I met her, and it ended. She ended up not getting on the flight and making the flight, and I don't know if Marissa lost her money or I don't know how that worked out, but no, Marissa paid for that. I didn't even know the lady, but so that's but she ended up not coming. So
she brought it up on when I went back and I listened, she brought it up and mentioned about that ticket, and she didn't want to say who it was, so which I thought that was odd. She was like spilling her guts and telling everything there was to tell.
And not long ago that come up, and Tacos found out that I can't remember what it was. No, it played out on TNT panel. I can't remember the specifics of it because there's been so much crap. But Tacos was okay. So whenever at first I told Tacos because my cousin was the one that had the dog. We all know that. So I said I think I'm going to come in. I was going to fly in, and whenever my cousin and Marissa did that, and surprised Marissa, and Tacos was like, yeah. Well, as it went on with the dog, I decided that it was going to be too easy. I mean, too hard to to keep that a surprise. So I told Marissa that I was going to fly in. She was, we were excited. So I flew in. They got there several hours before I did, and then I flew in and took an Uber to the room. But anyway, Marissa, we were talking one night, and she said, "Hey, what hotel are you going to stay in?" I said, "I was going to ask y'all where y'all were staying," and she said, "Well." I don't even remember the name of it. She said, "Will you stay with me?" Now, this is all said in it wasn't nothing serious and heavy. It was like in a joking manner. She said, "Stay with me," because, and she said, "I don't want Tacos and Tina to the R word," but she wasn't meaning it ugly. She was joking, and so she told me a little bit.
Tacos.
Yeah, and she told me a little bit about why they made, but when I don't even feel comfortable saying, you know what I mean? I don't repeat shit, like I don't even feel comfortable saying it, but she said that she had sent them some pictures. I mean, I think she admitted that the other day, and they've joked and they had a different relationship with each other than what we did, which is okay, but hear them tell it, that's not sweet now. But anyway, so I said, yeah, well, the night that she called me with Frozen Fire on the phone, Frozen Fire asked the same thing, where was she going to stay? When Marissa said, because Marissa had talked to Frozen Fire's mother before she ever asked Frozen Fire. She had a relationship with this lady's mom and asked her, "Do you think, will she come if I pay for it? Are you going to be okay will you be okay if she comes?" And the mother said, "Yeah." So Frozen Fire was excited. And so, but Frozen Fire said, "Where am I going to stay?" And this brought up the conversation of the room. And Marissa said, "Well, Barnyard is staying with me. I don't know. We'll see about getting you a room or whatever." And we jokingly, Marissa said, "I got Barnyard to stay with me." So she told her what she told me. And Frozen Fire said to me and Marissa, she said, "Oh, well, maybe I can stay with them. I hope they try to R me." And it was all said jokingly and laughing. You know what I mean? And so that was and I didn't know that Marissa had told Tacos and them something different. I didn't know their conversation, but I know what was said. So we do the trip. The girl don't show up. We're back, and Marissa and Tacos was going at it, and me and Tacos and Jen was on the phone one day, and I said, I can't remember what brought it up, but Tacos said to me that, can you believe Marissa said that whatever she said? And I said, wait a minute. I said, Tacos, that's not that girl. Frozen Fire didn't say that. Oh, Marissa apparently told Tacos that Frozen Fire was scared that they were going to try to art. And I said, wait a minute. That is not right. Marissa jokingly said that, and she said she hoped y'all did try. And Tacos said, what? And I said, yeah, I was on the phone. That's what was said. And Tacos went off. That's the whole TNT, because Marissa told her, from what she said now, a different story. But I'm not going to lie about it. I mean, and I told her, look, it wasn't said in a malicious way. It was said in a joking way. I mean, so yeah, that's the whole person. I don't know the girl, but I don't know.
Yeah, well, we all ended up finding out about her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was, yeah,
Yeah, and
the whole
like Morg said, that
whole,
Marissa sent her pictures and said that they deserved naked pictures of her. Well, how do I deserve her defaming me? What if you know what I mean? If you think that Tacos and them deserves to have naked pictures of you, that's fine. But that's your prerogative. But you don't get the right to choose my prerogative. That's not how life goes.
So where is Tacos now? I mean, are they putting on? Are they putting on some kind of a front that they're not really together? Because I that's what I heard Jen tell.
When this stuff happened with the unaliving, I was blown away, because I had been told several months prior to that she had quit her job as a counselor, and they were living with her dad. When the whole unaliving thing happened, I was surprised to find out they still lived in their apartment, and she was supposedly still working. They had told me, I mean, a lot of things come to light. They had told me a bunch of different stuff I had no idea about. I was told, like I said, they had a different relationship with Kay Smiles than they did with me, and they had a completely different one with Marissa than they did with me. And I felt like I was kind of like not clued in, which I'm okay with, you know what I mean? But Marissa and Kay Smiles knew more than I obviously knew, and that's fine. But don't go and make it look like I know everything and then people are asking me, because Kay Smiles thought that I was lying. She called me up and she thought I was lying. She thought that because Tina, Taco's wife, told her that I knew everything. I knew nothing. So Kay Smiles is like, kind of pressing me. And I said, wait a minute, I don't know what you're talking about. Honestly. So this is how God works. While we were on the phone having this conversation, Taco's wife beeped in to Kay Smiles while we were having that conversation. And I said, look, and I said, I don't know what you're talking about. I did not know that. So she three-ways her in, and she tells her I'm on the phone. And she says, hey, and I said, when were you going to tell me about what's going on? And she said, she was slick now. Let me tell you, Jen's good. She said, yeah, I told Kay Smiles. Okay. Kay Smiles said, no. You told me Barnyard knew. And I said, I don't know. So, I mean, we talked Kay Smiles, and she saw right then that Jen was lying. I mean, because, I didn't know anything. So that's how God takes care of things like that. You know what I mean? Kay Smiles was like, but that's what I said. So why do they care that I chose not to have anything to do with them? They obviously didn't care enough about me to tell the truth. You know what I mean? So why do you care if I am not friends with you guys anymore?
Well, and it's also kind of, suspicious anyway that, these pictures all of a sudden after 2 years are coming to the surface. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, let's say they're okay. So, I hate even talking about these pictures because
I know it makes me like, it's hard for me to I don't know, and I'm not a prude, but it's just like those are some.
I'm not either.
All I think about is this: how would she feel if Adrian's mother happened to tune? Let me see what my daughter-in-law is talking about today, and she turned on YouTube and she is sitting there saying the crap that I have heard her. I cringe to think about that. I mean, that would be. I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? I couldn't imagine my mother. My husband's wife, mom. I had her. She's mom, and my husband's name is Mark. So they were in my phone together. And when when we first got together, we would send each other, off-color jokes. And I accidentally sent his mother something that I said to him and almost died. And I went in and changed. I mean, so, I mean, that was just a little thing. I couldn't imagine, I don't know. I couldn't imagine my mother-in-law hearing some of that stuff. Or if Jake walked downstairs and heard his mom describing some of the shit I've heard her describe, man, I don't know. Maybe we're just two different people when it comes to stuff like that,
Well, yeah, and Sarah's saying you've got to feel very violated. But here's the thing: let's say that there's really no pictures at all. Let's just say,
Mm-hmm.
for argument's sake, that the whole thing was made up.
It doesn't matter whether there is or not. The damage is done as far as what she has done.
I know that's when.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely, the damage is absolutely done already.
Mm-hmm.
But why would a woman, and I'm talking about Jen at this point,
Mm-hmm.
why would a
Mm-hmm.
woman do that to another woman? Like, why would a woman make up, fabricate something
Yes.
to be a bitch? Like, why would someone do that?
Yeah. I don't know. And whenever the one I reacted to, man, I know them, but it was so obvious to me that they were making it up as they were playing off of each other. Like Marissa's like, oh my God. I mean, all of that was an act. They were so playing off, and it was obvious to me because I know them, but man, they were like, I don't think it was rehearsed. I don't think Marissa had talked. I hadn't said that either. I heard her say that day. I don't think that she had called Jen prior to that. I think it was a spur of the moment thing, but I definitely think they were playing off of each other. They were like, what come out of the other one's mouth next, the other one was going to go along with it, whether it was the truth or not. I'm just telling you, that's how it was, ridiculously stupid. But whether it was real or not real, you can't. You can't. The damage is done. You can't say stuff like that.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, I'm shocked that a woman.
And why, like you said, why would you want another woman to feel like that or to tear somebody down? I mean, I don't know. Well, I do know this. It's not the kind of person I am, and it's not the kind of people I want to involve myself in around. And I'm not going to do that,
Well, here's what
I don't want to be around.
Here's what I hope for you, Barnyard. Hey, Romad, here's what I hope for you. That it was all fabricated, and there are really no pictures that they took while you were sleeping and violated you, and then put it out on the internet. If there are pictures that were taken by whomever, whether it was taken by Jen or Tacos, then again, that is a crime. So I mean, I don't know. I would hope that Jen would get online and say, I was lying. There were no pictures. I did this because I'm a disgusting pig and I wanted to.
Yeah, or say, I'm hurt. You turned your back on me, Barnyard. I'm hurt because you turned your back on me when Tacos and I was going through something. We created this story and you didn't defend us. That would have say that to me. If that's honestly how you feel, say I feel like you turned your back. I can handle that a lot better than why do what you're doing. I mean, just, because that's really what it's about, Diane. I didn't stand up for them and stick up for them when they did that. And I'm sorry, but I can't, that's not what I'm going to do. But I could have accepted that a lot better than what they did. You know what I mean? Try to do. And I could understand them saying that. I completely get it. You're hurt. I get it. I'm hurt too. But doesn't mean that it's okay to try to trick people and make them feel bad and then double down and lie. That's not okay. And so, but Marissa, I've said publicly, I've been hurt with the way, I don't want our friendship back. I wouldn't, but I'm hurt by the way it happened. And because I thought we were better friends than that. And so I have been hurt. And that has probably led me to maybe, say, do some lives and maybe talk about it a little bit more than what, I generally would. But I can say that I am a big enough person to say it and own it. And if you were hurt, Marissa, then say you were hurt, but I can't fix something that I don't know is broken. So if if you've got an issue, you just need to communicate it with me. But there's some things that can't be fixed, but at least we could split ways and be grown-ups about it and, be okay with it. But you don't have to get like turn into what it's turned into. just admit that you're hurt and you're mad instead of fabricating shit that makes you really look really, really stupid and immature.
Okay, so Jamie Lynn is saying the story is that Barnyard sent the pictures to Tina. Then 2 years later, Jen gets pics from Tina and sends to Molly. No pictures were taken in the hotel. This is their story. So are they
Well, why?
telling a different story now, Jamie? Is that what's
Yeah.
going on?
So now the story changed. Now they didn't take. Well, I have had so many people say they've seen the pictures they took of me, and let me tell you why I think they did. This is why I think they did. Marissa fell asleep. She had a tooth extraction or something before we got there. This is why I believe the pictures that they did that they took pictures of me while I was asleep, because we took them of Marissa when she was asleep. Jen put a vodka bottle by Marissa's head and forks in her fucking hair. I have the picture. We sent it to Marissa and laughed about it the next day. That's what I said. If you're going to do something like that, then clue me in on the joke and let's laugh together about it. But don't be malicious and take pictures that I don't know about and then let them. So that's why I think that they did the pictures. And they brought their double-headed dong to the party the first night, and we laughed and joked about them beating each other with it, when they went to bed. I mean, I don't know. Did they use that as an appendage of mine? I don't know. And I look, Diane, I would have been laughing and probably been okay with, I probably would have picked it up and swung it around and let them take a picture of me. But don't fucking do it while I'm asleep and then want to try to use it as manipulation, intimidation years later. That's jacked up, man. But that's why I think.
Yeah, I get, doing all the funny things like, putting a vodka bottle next to somebody while they're sleeping. That's the kind of things that you do, girls' night out, sleep over, whatever. But, okay, so yeah, Jamie Lynn, that's what I said. Same thing. I would get them to send Barnyard the pictures so she can see them. That would be the right thing to do. Regardless of the outcome, regardless of what the outcome is, whether it's going to be a criminal act, criminal charge or not, show the pictures to Barnyard. Don't make her sit here and wonder.
Well, this is what I don't get. I don't even like. What? Okay, so they're going to send me back pictures supposedly that I sent to. So it's pictures I've already had or seen at one point because I sent it to them, and they're going to send. What? Whose business is it, and what difference does that fucking make? I mean, if I'm not in those, if I supposedly am in those pictures, and I'm not murdering somebody, doing something illegal, why? What is? I don't get what the. I don't understand what the whole thing is. You know what I mean? Why send me back pictures that supposedly I already had in my possession? Because I had to have them to send them to them. Right? I supposedly I sent these pictures to them, and they're going to send it back to prove to me that I did. Why are you? I mean, what's at the? I mean, what is this accomplishing? I don't understand what this is about. You know what I mean?
It's not. And Dancing Queen, whether she said she deleted them or not, it doesn't matter because again, if there's pictures that were passed along,
she still used them.
The police can find them. When I had a lawsuit years ago, if we were going to go to trial, which we didn't, each defendant was told not to get rid of their device, including me. Okay. And I was a plaintiff because they're going to go in and they're going to check your devices to see who said what, who did what. So you can't, and you know what? They can find it anyway. You know what I mean? If you delete it, let's say I was really saying something that I said I wasn't, and I delete it, they can find it. So that's what it's for.
Yeah, and why? Okay, the fact that it's a subject of conversation on anybody's life, to me, is a act of manipulation or intimidation, or especially if the picture wasn't sent to that particular person and they got it from somebody else. That is a crime. You know what I mean? So I don't understand the point to even start with. If I did send them the picture, it's nobody's fucking business but mine and that person. I mean,
absolutely. You're right about
that. And if you're going to go on a panel and discuss it and describe it, why to start with? Why? That is where the manipulation and intimidation comes in. That's the crime right there. In case you're wondering, that's part of the crime, Marissa. Whenever you go on your panel, whether you have that picture or don't, you're saying that you do, and it wasn't sent to you or what you are described. That's the crime. That's manipulation and intimidation. Why? I don't know. Is it to shut me up? I don't know what the point is. That's what I'm saying. But,
anybody would go to that length of,
involved
in something like this when I just don't know.
Or revenge, revenge, why? I mean, okay, but it's a crime. Why do you want to become a criminal to supposedly hurt? Why would you make yourself a criminal and get yourself in trouble to hurt me? I wouldn't do that. It's not worth it. No, nobody's worth that to me to get myself in trouble. I like living a free life. I like being able to go and come as I please, and you know what I mean? I'm not going to become a criminal because I want to hurt you. No, not today. Not today or tomorrow.
Yeah, that's a good point that Sarah's making. So these pictures just didn't come out until recently. So what she's saying is you got these pictures when you were still friends with Barnyard. Then why didn't you tell her? So yeah,
exactly.
that's the point.
Yeah, and why didn't you all tell me that y'all? Even if they didn't, I didn't know they were doing it that night. Even if they told me a week later, hey, we took these, I would have been okay with it because at least I knew about it. It's the whole me not knowing about it that's the problem, and because that looks revengeful. It's shady.
So now at this point, because Marissa said she deleted them, there's no way for her to send those pictures to you to say, here's the pictures.
Right.
Are these you?
She can't prove it. She can't. But yeah, she can sit up there and describe them in detail, supposedly.
Right. And exactly.
Right. And all the people listening are taking it 100% because they know Tina so well that she is a upstanding citizen and she don't lie. And it's definitely Barnyard. Whatever I've heard, it's your face. I've had, the haters tell me, they've seen it. Well, thank you for saying that. Thank you for giving me that information that you have seen the picture. Thank you. I appreciate that. Marissa probably doesn't, but I appreciate it. That you said that you saw pictures. That was me. I mean, it's so stupid.
I mean,
and it's messy. It's messy.
It is messy, and to get to the point where it's something that is a crime.
Yeah.
Just YouTube bullshit and spewing lies here and there, because that happens all the time. There's people doing that all the time on here. But when it gets to the level of a crime being committed, then I mean, is that really worth it? Is it really worth it?
Right. I mean, gosh, if they want content, hell, I hear Laura's like super chat. Hell, we can come. Laura's always available for content. Why go so low and nasty, man? Let's find, if you want to have some content. And I know she wants to stay relevant because she loves this drama community. I mean, she ain't got to go so nasty with it. Everybody wants to enjoy the content, but whenever she says nasty, vile things, I can't hardly stand. And I'm not, hearing that. Do something that we all can enjoy. That we all can like get a little humor in. Because that's what I think. I mean, there's plenty of content out there she can stay relevant with, but good Lord, some of the stuff she said, it was like, whoo, and over, not just once or twice, over and over, Well, and this is the thing. I think everybody knows enough about me. If I wanted to do the first thing, that's what I would be doing. I wouldn't be doing the other when I want to do something because I don't do things I don't want to do. So that's silly right there. And it's been said, I said that. I can't even hardly stand to hear her say it, much less have those words come out of my mouth.
Yeah. I mean, like, so let's just say again, hypothetically, you did say that in conversation to Two Tacos and her wife. Mm-hmm. Why would that have any relevance to any of this? I mean,
yeah, and I understand because I can kind of see. I mean, we did have some conversations. I didn't. This is what was said, and I have said it here. I've said it there. I have swam in that pond. We had conversations about why I quit swimming in the pond. I mean, those were all conversations. There was things that of my first experience. We talked about that. So those were things that were just, and I have no, I'm not, I'm putting it out there. I don't care that they talk about that. Talk about something that's truthful that I said. And I mean, if I said it, then okay. But why would you take two phrases, I guess, and run with it and just keep driving it and beating it in the damn ground. What are you trying to accomplish, Marissa, by trying to pin me down and put your freaking foot in my neck and make me say that I said those freaking words? What are you trying to accomplish? Bitch, I said I used to eat it. I said I used to sniff it. I used to do it. What are you trying to accomplish? Are you trying to embarrass me? Because, bitch, I already have owned my truth. I don't, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm not going to say those words because I don't say words like, I don't do that. That doesn't make me feel comfortable. But in the setting that we were in and the conversations we had, I had no problem. And I still don't have a problem discussing. If I get a little liquor in me, I'm probably a little looser to say things. But I'm always me, no matter whether I have liquor in me or not. But that's what I'm saying. What difference does it make? Man, it's my life. If I want to eat it one day and suck it the next, it's my life. I can do that. But why are you trying to pin me down and make me admit to saying something that's none of your business? I don't get it.
I think
Am I the only one that, do y'all see the confusion for me? I don't understand why she's trying to make it be such a bad thing. If I did say it, what difference does it make, Marissa?
It doesn't make a difference. There's a lot of women who have dipped their toe or whatever you want to call it. Pond. A lot of women have done that in college and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean,
if you want to share stories, because that's what women do. If they want to share stories of that, you do it with people that you think you can trust, that they're not going to throw it back in your face.
Yeah, and I never asked them for a picture. My husband and I don't roll like that. Now listen, 20-something years ago, I'm not saying that I wouldn't have entertained or talked, but that's not what we do. It's not who I have never asked them for pictures or videos for share or whatever. That is so ludicrous. It's freaking. I told my husband, I said, baby, I forgot to tell you last night. I said, I forgot to tell you. I told him what there, and he's like, damn, man, next time you need to tell me so I'll know that we're doing that. I said, okay, I will. I mean, it's silly. It's damn silly. And are they trying to embarrass me? Is that what they're trying to do? Embarrass me by saying that I said that? Okay, whatever. I mean, to me, it goes back to why. What are you trying to accomplish? I have said enough to people out there. I'm not embarrassed about my past. There's no shame in my game. I did it, and I am who I am today because of what I did yesterday. So I'm good with me. I just wish that they would be good with themselves and quit, trying to hurt people,
Well, listen, when you're younger, everybody, look, I've talked about on here how when I was a teenager, I tried smoking pot. And some really crazy things happened because it just didn't work well.
Yeah.
Like pot and weed just didn't mix. And, but if I tell stories about stuff like that, I'm real careful, of course, of what I'm going to say on here. But if I share stories with my friends, I will only share them with people that I trust, that I know are never going to repeat it. And I think that's the whole thing here, is that you shared things about your past with friends that you thought were friends, and you were friends with for a while, and you talked every day, and you told stories, and it just wasn't on YouTube. And then you get betrayed. When you get betrayed, that's what hurts more than anything.
Yep. And it's to me, you do, when you're going through life and you're learning to be the person that you want, a good person. So you make mistakes, and maybe you say things that was told in confidence, and you repeat it, and you feel really bad about it. Well, to me, that's a life lesson that you try to, we're all to the age, as far as I'm concerned, that those little mistakes shouldn't continue to be happening. Betrayals. I mean, you don't take many times of learning when you betray somebody that you don't want to do that again, unless you like doing it. And that's kind of where I'm at with them. They like betraying. That's not a good way. And look, you only have very few things in life that you can bank on. Your word is your bond. And I have not got a reputation of saying things that's not true and not keeping my word. I keep and I'm good with, I know that, and the people that involve my life know that. They can say whatever they want to say, but your word is your bond. Let that be. You don't have much in life that you can say and own it. Man, if you're going to have a word, let it be a good one. Why go through being shitty, man? There's enough shitty people in this world.
Well, the fact that just hurting someone that was a friend, it's sad. I mean, that's
It
why I
is.
you're right, Crystal. Word exactly. I mean,
I'm
again,
sorry that I hurt them, Diane. I'm sorry that they were hurt because I chose not to be in their friend. I am truly sorry that I hurt them. I'm sorry that Marissa, but I'm not sorry enough about it to go back. I made a choice that I had to make for myself. And, I'm sorry. And I have no problem saying that I'm sorry. And I am. I don't like hurting people, but you have to do what's best for you in life. And I have done that. And that I'm not going to apologize for. I don't want to hurt nobody. And, but unfortunately, that's not always possible. Sometimes you have to hurt people to move on in life. And it pains me when I do, but I don't really think that they were hurt, to be honest with you, because if they cared that much about me and then they wouldn't have lied and kept me, said things about me that wasn't true. So that's why it's kind of like, okay, pick your poison. You're either hurt because, you're hurt because you really valued me as a friend, or you fucking not. And your actions are speaking that you're not. So you can't have it both ways.
yeah. I mean, if I was hurt by someone, I would talk to them. I wouldn't
Yeah.
go on here and say, oh, by the way, that person who I'm hurt by, they sent me new pictures of them. And just,
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, I would never even go to that place. I just feel like Jen and Tina, from what has transpired, and mostly from Tina, I'm going to have to put it, well, no, Jen did the whole, story about the unaliving. So both of them, I guess, I just don't even know what, they were trying to accomplish.
And then, when that come up the with serendipity, I did say this, and I mean it, and they're not welcomed here anymore. I'm sorry, but this community is not for them, and I think I have enough people to back me up. Their time here is over with, Diane. As far as you can't come into this community of people that we are with each other and do that and think that a few of us are going to be okay with it, because we have took a stand and we're not okay with that. And it's not going to be in our playground.
And that whole thing came about because I'm pretty sure it was because German lady, I think German
Yeah, they're
lady,
trying to teach her a lesson.
yeah, German lady and Tina had gotten into it, and German lady had, maybe said that she looks like whatever. I don't really remember the whole
It was
context.
stupid.
She
Yeah.
tried to pin that on German lady for bullying
Yeah.
her, calling her the
Yeah.
penguin or whatever she was calling her. That's how that
And
whole
Diane, but what's so crazy is Taco's got that. She went into German lady's comments, and German lady had no problems with Taco, but she went in her comments. She screenshot it and sent it to me and was laughing about it, Taco, and said, "Hey, Alicia was talking, Science Girl was talking crap about you, and Alicia wasn't." And so German lady responded and said, "Well, I don't think so. I haven't heard." And Tacos didn't let it. She didn't let it go. She kept trying to nail that nail in the even more. And this is the crazy part. She told, if I'm not mistaken, she told Alicia that she was going to do it, and that I'm going to piss German lady off. So she tells Alicia that she's going to do it to try to defer Alicia, thinking that she's setting her up, but it completely looked like Tacos was throwing Alicia under the bus and trying to get German lady mad at Alicia, and so she will come for her again. That's exactly what it looked like. But Tacos thought she could get out of that by telling Alicia, jokingly on the side, "Guess what? I'm pissing German. We're going to go after German lady." Alicia didn't want to be part of that, and Alicia told her, "I don't want to be a part of that." But Tacos had already went into German lady's comments and put that. So she asked for what German lady said to her. She asked for. Tacos had that coming. She asked for it. She stirred the pot. And so when it blew, and look, German lady was very kind to Tacos compared to what I've heard German lady do. So she was so butthurt. She told TNT and them she wanted to unalive herself because she was so distraught over that, over German lady saying the very minor cosmetic things that she said. So, and then the whole story got fabricated between those two. And
yeah,
I mean, it was very poorly planned.
Yeah, and the fact that she was trying to pin that on German lady is ridiculous, because they know who German lady is. They know
Yeah.
things that she does, and the words that she uses. And it what I don't know. I mean, you have to be really, really, really thin-skinned if somebody gets mad at you and they call you whatever names, and you go ahead and say that that's the reason that she tried to unalive herself. That's just not cool.
Yeah, 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 for sure. I mean, that was like, I mean, you bring it on yourself, and if you ask for it and you get it, then don't be mad whenever you get it. Don't be you can't scream foul whenever you ask for it. And I think a lot of Marissa's deal is she I'm sure she's not oblivious to the kind words that's come my way, and I think it really irks her ass, Diane. But she could have those kind words. Well, I don't know if she could or not, but she at one point was capable of having. But you can't expect to get kindness when you do the things that she does. People, are not going to be nice and say things nice to you when you're being a crappy person.
Well,
So
this whole thing has gotten really to a really bad place. When it gets to a place that you have a crime committed, okay, that's
mhm.
when you have to, really start using your noodle and say,
Oh yeah.
what in the hell did I just do? I feel like, and I feel like Molly should realize, as being someone on YouTube, that Jen has nothing to lose. She's got nothing to lose.
No,
She
no,
doesn't have a
no,
YouTube channel. She doesn't have, 80,000 subs. She doesn't have 200 Patreons, all that stuff to lose. Uh,
no.
she has nothing to lose, and she doesn't care
That's true.
because we've
And
seen, we've
people,
seen what she's done in the past.
yeah. And people that don't have anything to lose are very dangerous people. You know what I mean? They're dangerous. And I don't know. Yeah, she absolutely has nothing to lose. So why, and then to me, I would be embarrassed to know that I have aligned myself again with someone that is so damn shady. I mean, are you that desperate that you gotta, you know, you got to align yourself with stuff like that, and that what they are and what they stand for? Or I mean, times are that hard, man. Whew. But I appreciate you for doing the panel. I appreciate you allowing me up here, and I just want
No
people
problem.
out there
No
how much
problem.
I appreciate the kind words, and I love these guys, and I really, a lot of people say a lot of things about the people in this community, and we may not all get along, but when it matters, I feel like we come together. You get in that wagon, and you're not going to mess with this one. I mean, we have each other's back, and I am so blessed. I feel very blessed to be part of that, camaraderie, and I just love you guys. So thank you all for saying the kind words you have, and I'm going to keep being me and keep trying to take the high road. So
Okay,
that's all I can do.
hold on one second. Okay, so
Okay.
Jill Banks said wait, Molly was defending herself because Barnyard was talking about her and lying on her. You was saying bad things and you got called. Excuse me, Jill
Oh,
Banks.
Jill Banks. Oh, Jill Banks. Let me see. You have lit my comment. Girl, I have asked you and told you were lost to shoe fly and go back to where you come from. You're lost in my under my comments. Jill Banks, I'm not even going to give I don't owe you any. You told me to make sense of something. I don't have to make sense of nothing to you. Go back where you come from, and I don't owe you an explanation.
Well,
I have said, I think I've been very clear.
I find that very odd. Do you know how childish your comment is? That she was talking bad about someone. Do you understand
Hmm.
that a crime has been committed? Do you want to explain? Do you know what crime has been committed? Do you even understand
Oh,
what?
she's the one that saw the pictures, Diane. Jill saw the pictures with her own eyes. I have that screen. Yes, ma'am. She's one of the people that
Oh,
Marissa showed the picture
so
to.
you have the
Yeah,
pictures. Why don't you
yeah,
send them to Barnyard then? If you have the
yeah,
pictures,
yes,
why don't you send them? Or,
yeah.
I mean, you got to be kidding me.
I mean, she's already said she's seen it, so the damage is done. If you hadn't, you shouldn't have lied. Shouldn't have
Yeah,
lied because you already said you have.
and there's testicle. First off, it's you were, not was. Yeah, exactly.
Uh
But
huh.
I wasn't gonna, go at her for
And
that.
Jill, are you late to the party? I think I have said everything that I think I've been very clear on where I come from and where I stand. Apparently, you're late to the party again. It must suck to be you.
So are you actually admitting, Jill, that you have these pictures? Because that would mean that you're part of this, right? Do you
Mm-hmm.
realize
Mm-hmm.
it's a crime? So,
She's
are,
part of it. She's too late now, Jill.
so Jill, if you have these pictures, why don't you send them off to Barnyard?
Yeah, and if MGL did show them on her Patreon, go, okay, Marissa, what, girlfriend, have you not heard? Tell Adrian. Adrian knows everything anyway, girl. You always, Adrian is. Ask Adrian, Marissa, if it's okay to show pictures of me,
Okay,
compromising pictures of me.
she's saying she doesn't have these pictures. Never said she
Oh,
has
well,
them.
I beg to differ. She said she saw them with her own eyes, and it was no doubt it was me. And she even somebody else commented and said something in the under that. And oh yes, Jill, you said that you have saw the pictures. I don't know if you have them, but you have seen them. That's what you said yesterday. You said it,
All
and
right,
that it was me, and I need to quit lying.
so you're not a Patreon of her, so I don't understand. Listen, one way or another, I don't really care. I mean, I'll be honest. I don't care if you're a Patreon.
That's even better, Jill. That's even better. The fact that you're not in her Patreon. That means not only is her Patreon being seen, but her subs are being seen or seeing the pictures. That's even better.
So, Jill, you're now retracting that you've never ever seen these pictures. But
Silly. So what's your problem with me then, Jill? Why have you been so ugly to me in my comment? I've been very nice to you. I said, thank you for your input. I appreciate your comment. Have a good day. What is your problem with me, Jill? What have I done to you to make you so hateful? What have I done to you? Let's just say that the pictures are me and that you've seen them. Why are you so angry? What have I done? What was I doing in those pictures that bothered you so bad? What? I would love to know.
She's claiming now that she never said that she saw them.
Well, do you have a lot of road? Okay, girl, look, you can't have it both ways. Make your mind up. What you doing? You hating on me or you not hating on me? Because I've got screenshot. I know what you said, and you keep coming back for more, baby. You don't stop with one. You follow it when I tell you to please go back where you come from. You're lost. You can't stand it. You got to come back and say some more. So make your mind up. What you want to do? Because I can play ball too. I might stutter, but I can play ball.
Yeah, I've Jamie Lynn. I've never seen her around here either. So
I've only seen her in my under my videos, and she is and she's only showed up since the pictures have shown. She's only showed up, and she's been a turd. She has went at it with other people under my comments, and she's went at it with me.
So Jill,
I don't delete any comment, even if it's not favorable. I try to answer a lot of them, even if it's not favorable. I try to answer them, but I don't ever delete them.
Hold on. So Jill, you don't like the things that Barnyard has done and said? Excuse me. Right, so let me ask you a question, Jill. As a woman, do you think that what is happening right now with these pictures, which is revenge porn, what do you feel about revenge porn as a woman? And let's take it another step. You're friends with somebody for a very long time. You've broken bread with them. You've gone to a wedding of theirs. How would you feel if they were holding pictures claiming that they have nudes of you, or they took pictures of you while you were sleeping naked and didn't tell anyone until 2 years later? Okay. Please explain to me as a woman how you're so concerned about what Barnyard might have said about Molly because she's angry. Could you please answer that?
That's any worse than what she said. I mean, goodness.
I mean, really. I mean, if you want a link, I'll give you a link, because I am shocked that any woman would come in here and want to point a finger at Barnyard for words that she might have said when we're talking about a crime. I mean,
I mean, what have I said that's been so bad?
I mean, if you don't like her, you can not like her, but keep in mind here that this is a crime. Revenge porn is a crime.
And why come over in my comment section and keep telling me that if you don't like it, girlfriend, don't come over? I mean, is Marissa twisting your arm? Is Tacos and them twisting your arm and making you come over here? Because if they are, tell them to knock it off. Because I don't want nobody coming over that doesn't want to be here.
So now she
But
said, I talked to two people that came for me on your comments. Yes, I don't like them. I feel like as a woman, if you want to dish things out, I think you should be able to take it. So you think revenge porn is equal to talking shit to each other? Is that what
and
you're saying?
I think I've taken it pretty damn well, just for the record. This is what she said one day ago. You are definitely lying. You can't even listen to the conversation without getting so defensive. Okay. And somebody, Ziggy, said she sure is lying. So I follow up with, let's see. I
She said,
told her, I appreciate her
she said
comment.
anybody. I don't think anybody took pictures of her. Well, okay, so we don't know.
Well, what did she
Okay,
say though? But she said that she saw the pictures, and it was definitely me. I'm getting to that comment where she said, "You can't lie, quit lying. It's you. It's your face." I mean,
oh,
that's what she said.
find it, find it.
Oh yeah, I am. I am. I'm getting it. Let's see. And
And
I
there's
think,
testicle, and there's testicle. It's in your comments, not on your comments.
oh, okay. Sorry, testicle. Thank you for straightening me out. I'm just a silly old goose tonight, man. Let's see. Okay, videos.
I'm
Uh,
definitely, I'm
oh, it
definitely
was
a
under.
Molly fan. I think the way Barnett turned on her. Oh, stop! You don't
Oh
know.
God.
Here's the thing, Jill. You don't know anything about their relationship.
And
They,
Jill, it's okay if you're a Molly fan. That's okay.
yeah,
I'm okay. But why? Just because you support her, that's fine. But why do you have to? You don't know nothing about me. You don't. I've never done anything to you. Why do you have to hate me or be so ugly to me just because you support Marissa? I don't care about that. I mean, I
okay.
don't.
Let me just make sure that we get this, all straightened out about Michelle Sabate. Nobody here supports that woman. Okay, I don't support her. Not many people here support her anymore. And I've avoided that whole thing. I never wanted to touch. I don't touch, or I try not to touch low hanging fruit. So nobody here supports that woman. She's, as
Yeah,
far as I'm concerned, with what she's doing and not stopping with Molly, she's all on her own. And the things
yeah.
that,
I tried with that, and I just have to, I tried. That's all I can do. Uh, so she says
I think most people
today.
here watch Michelle from afar, not supporting. Yeah, nobody supports her. After the clips that I showed earlier in my live stream, her, going at that woman and doxing people, and no one supports here that bullshit here. Sorry, I don't support it, and I think a lot of
Yeah,
people.
yeah. So Mandalene commented the other day, and she comes. So Mandalene says, "Girl, this is ridiculous. Please don't let them get to you. They're insane, and it speaks volumes that Tacos is who she's choosing to bring back as her witness." So Jill goes, "No, them pictures are her. She didn't watch the whole live to see when them pictures came in. Yuck." And somebody, commented and said that type of talk should never be okay. She comes back and I say, Jill, once again, does your GPS need charging? You aren't needed here. Please go join MGL's membership or something. The bitch be gone candle told me that she was going to need extra cash. And Jill quickly, shortly after says, that was supposed to be a funny joke. You're not funny. I am with Molly and Justin. You are a nasty lady. Okay, once again, you're under my videos
Oh my
and
God, Jill, listen, Jill. We just heard you say that you saw the pictures. Now you're saying so it's okay for her to send these pictures to the woman that didn't want to see that. Girl, you don't know anything about that woman, Jen. You don't know. Did you listen to anything here? You don't hate. I don't hate you. You're saying that to Barnyard? No, but Barnyard went to her. What are you talking about? Listen, I can't even deal with this. I really can't, because as a
yeah.
woman, again, as a woman, I am finding it very hard to comprehend why you don't get the severity of this.
She says, "How can you say that she was lying and that she got proof?" So this is what she's saying to somebody else. She said, "Make it make sense. There is receipt, facts in bold print. Your face is in the picture along with your phone number. Ooh, how could you whip that bearded clown, panty hamster, wolf thing out like that? You're nasty." That's what she said day before yesterday. And I said, guess what? Stupid, I do not have to make sense of nothing. As a matter of fact, Dumpling, you are lost. Now run along, little dog face. Your master is whistling for you. She flashed you, and thanks for the support. That was yesterday. I mean, I don't have to make sense to you, but
Well, Jill,
do I need to go on? I mean, there's
Jill,
plenty more. She said, "Yeah, your roast beef, that nasty thing you had hanging out with your legs spread wide open yesterday." She said that.
oh my
Okay,
God.
I don't know what roast beef is, and I don't like roast beef. I'm a ham girl, but I don't get that whole roast beef. Maybe I'm, you would think that with me being a swinger and all the crazy things, I would be clued in all these words, but I don't know what roast beef is. Besides what you put on your bread and eat it for sandwich.
Yeah, I've actually never heard it.
And I've never had my cooter called roast beef or a chicken cutlet. Never has anybody referred to that. So,
Wow, Jill, I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say as a woman, from a woman to a woman. I just don't even know what to say. The way you're acting.
Diamond Cutter, Jill says, you can't lie your way out this time. Them pictures are definitely you. Please don't show them. Please don't say show them because you will be so embarrassed. The truth is coming out. Facts. Ooh, you are nasty. And Sue's Cooper says, Jill, did you actually see the pictures or are you taking their word? And MacParty of Four said, Jill, why are you obsessed with this woman's lady parts? Super creepy. Jill says, Super Cooper, I have saw the pictures. Jill says to Party of Four, ooh, for you to even think or say that, I just don't like people who lie, she says. And Sue Cooper said, well, Jill Banks, where I watched and didn't see anything, only MGL describing the pictures. And Party of Four says to Jill, no psycho, ooh, Karen is as much as you are in the comment section of this woman's private parts. It's creepy, it's gross, and you're classless. Distasteful also. But so is everyone who chases MGL's tail. And Suze Cooper says, Jill, you lied. You saw no pictures. MGL just said that she only described them. Naughty, naughty liar. Jill Banks says, Carla Ray, you have no idea that I lied. Smacking myself on the head. Like, how are you going to tell me what I have saw or didn't see?
See, now,
Carla Ray says,
doesn't
I mean,
realize is that she is pretty much saying that, and Molly should be concerned about this. That one of her
yeah, that's what I said. I mean,
is saying that
yeah.
she saw pictures because what you're doing is you are telling everybody in those words that those pictures had to have been passed to you. So you're putting Molly in a bad situation. Do you even realize that when you come in here and then leave by saying God bless? I will pray for you, Jill.
Yeah, and she's not even in her Patreon, so that means not only is she sharing with her Patreon, but she's sharing it with it just what's up.
I will pray for you because I can't even, as a woman, I can't even understand or comprehend that you wouldn't be supporting the victim of
And
this.
I want to touch on something I forgot about. Marissa keeps saying that I have like come up with this new story about the videotape, the wedding. Okay, let me explain. The video I recorded, I was the one that took the pictures and I did the recording of the wedding. Tacos and I are laughing our butt off because Marissa's got, the wedding ceremony, it's will you take so and so. I mean, it's really maybe a 2 minute, little thing to say. You ask them to repeat after me and all that stuff. So Marissa's standing up there with her book and the robe that I bought that Tacos wanted her to wear. I'm just saying, she's standing up there with her book and she is, I walked Tina down the aisle, and so she says, Tina says she was to the Love Scorpio that she felt really gross when I violated her because she looked at me as a mother. I walked her down the aisle because her mother couldn't be there. Okay. So Marissa's standing there with her little book with the stuff that she's supposed to be saying. And what I've said, and I have said it. So Marissa, listen to what I'm saying. I have not said that you are so messed up on Xanax. I have, look, you're taking things out of content and putting it together. The conversation.
Hold on,
okay,
please, Jill. But you said it. You said
yep.
that you saw them. Barnyard just read out your comments. So now you're saying that you don't believe that happened, but you already did. So do you realize, whether you believe it now or not believe it, you put it out there that Molly shared it. So should I go and tell Molly that one of her supporters is putting her in danger of trouble?
Yeah, Jill's not the only one. She's got other people saying it too. But that's who we're talking about right now was Jill.
Okay, so Jill, again, I don't. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. You admitted it in a comment that you saw them, so you cooked their goose, and now you want to retract it. Again, I feel sorry for you that you have no empathy for this woman. Instead, you want to start a fight. You want to go in her comment section. You want her to believe that you saw those
Yeah.
pictures.
The truth is coming out. I need to be afraid. The truth is coming out, is what she's. And Jill, you say you're not telling anyone anything. Does that mean that you will stay out of my? I mean, does that mean I won't see? I mean, we'll do whatever you want to do. And look, I mean, I don't wish no harm on you, Ladybug. I feel I'm like Diane. I feel sorry for you. You don't know me from Adam's house cat, so you don't know. You don't. I mean, all you know is what you've seen in the pictures, right? So I personally wouldn't judge somebody off of a picture because I like to get to know people for who they are. A picture can paint 1,000 words, and it may not be, true. So
All right,
I don't know.
You know what, Barnard? I'm gonna message Molly, and I'm gonna tell her that one of her supporters came over here and said that she saw
Yeah,
the pictures.
yeah,
So Molly knows. How about
yep.
that, Joe? How about that?
Yep. I
How
mean,
about that?
Marissa might want to be careful and make them sign those papers whenever she shows them stuff like that. If she don't want them telling people, she might want to be careful who she shows them to.
Yeah, but you see, she just said that she was lying, so she just called herself
Mm-hmm.
a liar.
Yep. Yeah.
But I think I will. I think I'll send a message to Molly and let her know one of your supporters is going around saying that she saw the pictures. It's definitely her, and you shared them. So this is what your supporters are doing to help you. Uh, Jill, hello, Jill. Earth to Jill. You said that you saw the pictures. You said that it's all coming out. You said that it was Barnyard. You said that.
She knew it was my face.
She just read it to you.
I got the screenshots. I can send. I mean, it is, and she follows up very quickly too. I mean, she's right back at me shortly after I comment back to her.
Well, you might not have said, did she actually use the words Molly showed me, or she said, I saw them. It's definitely you. The face matches up. So
Yep.
how would you know if the face matched up or not if you didn't say that you saw the pictures? Now you're backpedaling. Now you're trying to backpedal.
Yeah, and she put the facts, FACCCCCT. I mean, she draws it. She makes sure I'm picking that I'm getting what she's saying. I am in trouble because I have, I have said show them to me, and then I won't stick around and see them. I
Yeah,
run because
very documented. It's your name, your avatar that Barnyard took a screenshot of. It's your own words that you typed. Be my guest. All right, whatever. I mean, like, this is YouTube. And again, you're not siding with the victim. You're going at the victim. I don't understand. In public,
yeah.
no less.
And what about my makeup running down my face? I mean, I don't know what that meant, but you said you were definitely lying because you can't even listen to the conversation without getting so defensive. Okay, well, if I'm not listening to the conversation, how do you know I'm getting defensive? If I leave and don't listen, how do you know what I'm doing? She said, Diamond Cutter, you can't lie your way out of this one. Them pictures are definitely in bold print, definitely you. Please don't say show them because you will be very embarrassed. The truth comes out. Facts.
There you go, Jill. I guess here's my only thing that I could think of, Barnyard, that this woman has amnesia.
Yes, yes. She has to have amnesia. And she
Okay,
told Sue Cooper.
screenshot it for this late. Can you screenshot it and email it
Yes,
to me,
yes.
please?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Jill,
Yes,
hang
ma'am.
out for a second. We're going to show you, since you have wax in your ears.
Yep.
I think you have wax in your ears. So
Because I want to. Yeah.
screenshot it, and then I'm going to put it up on my screen, and it's going to show Jill Banks. So hold on
Yeah.
for a second.
Yeah. Hold on, Jill. Just hang on. I gotta.
You can say no! Exclamation point. But we're going to show you what you said. Hold on.
Hey, if I get booted, I'll come back in. I gotta. I'm on my phone, but they're on my. I'm gonna say maybe I won't boot myself.
I mean, look at listen. I don't even wax in yours. You hang with Jill. I can't. I'm not allowed to say that name. Okay, let me open up my Gmail because I closed it because I had too many windows open. And Jill, I don't even know why I'm giving her the time of day, but I hate when someone, uh, you know, says all that and then denies it. Okay. What the heck is this? I don't know what this is. I got an email from somebody and there's nothing there. There's no attachment. Okay, she got thrown off. So let me I'll drop the link for her when she comes back in if she doesn't still have the link, but I'm waiting. Okay, and I'm allowed. Well, you spelled the lag wrong, too. You spelled it wrong. You are allowed to have a different opinion, but you're not allowed to lie and then retract it. There was a digital footprint of where the pictures. Oh, absolutely, Twin Thing. Yeah, absolutely. Getting your exercise tonight, Jill. Backpedaling like a mofo. Maybe they will cuddle with you in the clink. Jill, keep her company and safe. My God. Yes, that's right. Thank you, Eric, for letting her know that she spelled the word wrong or she used the wrong word. Yeah, time to change your name and picture. I don't understand. I just don't understand. One person, only one person came in here and went against Barnyard, and that was you, Joe. You win the prize tonight for not standing up for a woman. And I'm pretty sure you don't even know Jen, right? You don't know Jen, but she was on my panel not once but twice and did nothing but lie. She also came here and said that her, wife tried to unalive herself. So that's who you're, uh, you know, that's who you're choosing to go with the story. That even doesn't even have anything to do with the fact that you're a supporter of Molly. It's that. Oh, okay. I'm going to drop the link for you. It's that you're taking the word of somebody that you don't know. All of these women knew each other. You know zilch about any of this. Diane, oh, you have the screenshot, Flava? Well, let's see if Barnyard has it. And okay, so let me let her on.
Did you get them, Diane?
Okay, let me check my email. I see.
Okay.
Yep, I got them. Let me.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's not all of it, but that's.
Okay, let's see. All right, I need to download these. Hold on, give me a second.
Okay.
Yeah, because I can't show them from my email. Oh boy. Oh, I see you in these comments already. Jill, gotta be kidding me. So you're gonna stick with you didn't say anything, right? When we show it to you in black and white, right? That's what you're gonna do. Okay, that's up to you. Okay, so these are screenshots with your picture on it too, or just the?
Oh yeah. Oh, I don't care. Whatever I sent you, I don't care. You can share. I don't have no problem with.
Okay, because I
Okay.
wasn't
Yeah.
sure because it just has like a picture of you from your
Oh
car.
yeah. 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 That's fine.
Okay, all right. So now let me go to my.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Diane. It's not a cooter shot, but
Ah,
I only
oh,
send those to specific people.
oh my God. Nope. All right. So let me get to my pictures now, to my downloads, and let me open them. Okay. So let me open each one. Give me a second here. I mean, like I don't even, you know. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's good.
I could
But
see
while
them.
you're doing that, while you're doing that, I'm gonna go ahead. I know Marissa's probably sitting there because I mentioned the thing a while ago, and then I stopped talking about it. But I know she's like, "Oh, what's she gonna do? What's she gonna-" I have not said that she was, like she said, messed up on Xanax that she couldn't. That's not what I said. If she has interpreted, I have said that she had difficulty speaking, difficult spitting it out. Now there's been different things said, but as far as coming right out saying now if she has taken what I've said and said that I trying to say that I meant that, and she can't predict what I was thinking. I didn't, you know what I mean? And her conscience is guilty. What I have not said that she stole Xanax from. I didn't say that. Tacos and them did. So
Oh,
if the
look at
shoe
this. She
fits, I
says,
just lace it up and wear it.
Jill, you're doomed. I mean, it's pointless.
Yeah.
Right here, Jill Banks, and your makeup is running down your face. So you are saying that you saw these pictures. Stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Just stop it, Jill.
Yeah, she was questioned by other people. I mean, that's what I
I'm going to
don't.
show them.
Yeah, show them and I mean, let people see it because she
Oh,
did most
she's
definitely said that.
okay. So, Sue Cooper said, at Jill Banks, did you actually see the pictures or taking their word? And she said, at Sue Cooper, saw the pictures.
Yep.
All right. So you know what? I'm not even going to bother. We got them. We got them. We got the screenshots. It's your words. You can delete them if you want, but there are screenshots of them. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I mean, it's just, to me, it's appalling. It's appalling.
It is. I mean, you're gonna, if she saw the picture, so she's gonna take, and instead of maybe thinking, okay, so she saw the picture. She said she saw the pictures. Uh, but just seeing those pictures was enough for her to come up under my videos and start, saying that, I all the ugly stuff that she was saying and being negative Nancy, is like, what? First, why do you care? Why do you care? What difference does it make in your life, in your world, that I sent somebody a picture supposedly, and that why do you concern yourself with it? Is it going to change the way you eat dinner tonight or breakfast tomorrow? How does it affect you? Make
Yes.
sense of that, Jill.
Yeah, she said she saw the pictures. I just read it. And I think, I mean, for the most part, let's take into consideration there are people on here that don't know anyone, don't know the players in any of this, and they just like to go for the opposing side. They like to
Yep.
troll. And that's pretty much what I think this Jill person is doing.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's
Yeah.
trolling around the wrong people because we know that game, but you're making yourself look ridiculous, is what you're doing.
Yeah, and I haven't deleted comments, and I'm not really, really rude. I'm not as ugly as I could or should be, BB to. I've been, thank you for toodaloo, get on. You obviously don't like me, so do yourself a favor and quit coming over here. I mean,
And the sad part, Barnyard, is that this woman Jill didn't realize by saying, yes, I saw the pictures, and being descriptive and saying your makeup was running down your face. So she
yeah.
is definitely implying, well, not, I mean, it's really
Oh
more than
yeah.
implying
She's
that,
kind of giving specifics. Yeah.
yeah, so you're putting Molly in danger now.
Yeah, she's not only saying that she saw him, but she's giving details like Marissa. She's actually breaking the law too.
Yeah, I mean, if you saw the pictures and you were a recipient of the pictures, yeah, you shouldn't be because
And you're
yeah,
describing, you're saying you're describing what I was doing in the pictures. And I mean, why? What difference does it
why
make to you?
and why as a woman, why would you do that?
Yeah.
Why
Yeah. I
would
mean,
you?
you could at least say, girl, buy some waterproof mascara or something. I mean, why be, you know what I mean? Goodness gracious.
Oh my God, I sometimes I just get more, shocked every day. She will realize what a fool she is. Too bad they don't do their research. Yeah, well, listen, Monique. Again, I just pretty much described what this woman is doing. She sees where something heavy is going down. She's gonna jump on the bandwagon. She's gonna thinks that it's harmless trolling, but it's not. Again, it's a
No.
crime.
And Justice, I was going to say too, Justice was on there the other night and just really putting me down in my lady parts. And I, I was listening to some of it and I was thinking, okay, I have been nothing but kind to him. I haven't talked to Marissa's talked about his makeup, made fun about his makeup, his hair color, his pearl. I've never done any of that. And he sit there and was I don't talk about his sexuality. Marissa has talked about it. I mean, I haven't done any of that. But he wants to sit there and was so, not just degrading to all women, I don't know what he was gaining. I mean, and it wasn't even funny. The stuff that he said wasn't even funny. So, all I've ever said to him that would it be any of it, I guess maybe Bob, I said, don't think that you are exempt from being on the other end of her mouth because you're not. You're a finger snap away from receiving it. And it ain't a matter of if it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. You too will be a victim of her mouth. I promise you, because you will be. So that's all I've ever said.
Stephanie Brown said, Diamond Cutter, did Marissa say she took pics of you while you were sleeping?
They kind of like it had, what I heard wasn't they took it was like a general, they didn't specific, they were protecting each other and they're not pinning it on either. That's how I took it. It wasn't one, not what I, now they may have said it somewhere else, but the couple of times I've heard it has been kind of it wasn't specific about who done it.
And here's the
Go
thing,
ahead.
Barnyard had said earlier that pictures were taken like for fun, and laughs, and they joked about it. Molly had fallen asleep, and they had like a vodka bottle right next on her pillow.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's important.
So in other words, pictures were being taken.
Yes.
You know what I
Yes.
mean? In that whole
Several times. Yeah.
get together, but it was all for fun kind of things.
Yeah. I mean, Marissa got ill because Jen kept on at one point. She woke up, she said, fucking leave me alone, stop. And she did her hand and she knocked a couple forks out of her hair. I mean, she was aware. We showed them to her later and she laughed. So I don't doubt for 1 minute they didn't. You know what I mean? That it wasn't. The only difference was that I didn't know about it.
Okay, so now they're saying that Barnyard sent them pictures of her and a man.
Okay, once again, what? So what? If I did, so what? What is okay? So what? Okay, let's just say I did. So freaking what? What are you accomplishing by saying that I did that? Am I supposed to hurt? Am I supposed to be embarrassed? So what, man? I don't get it.
Well,
so what?
Again, I don't.
But that doesn't go along with what they said, though, really, because you would think that I wouldn't be with nothing but women in these pictures, because I so pointedly said 7 times that one time Marissa said, she repeated it 7 different times that I prefer women over men. So why would I guess I couldn't so I sent her pictures of me and a man. You would think it would be a woman.
She called Taco.
But I guess
live. Did she talk to Taco tonight, Flavor? Now the story has changed again. Jeez. I
got a text message from Taco about 2 weeks ago, and I hadn't heard from her since. Well, I don't know when I made my video about the serendipity thing, and I hadn't heard anything from her, but I got a text message out of the blue, and it said, "Hey, I think we should talk. Me, you, and Kay Smiles." And I actually forgot it, and it was a couple of days before I remembered that she had sent it to me, and I called Kay and I said, "Hey, I got this, strange text out of nowhere. What's this? What's going on?" And she said, yeah, we were talking. And she said, she brought that up. And she said, would you be open to it? And I said, okay, I'm going to be honest with you. There's really not anything that she says that I want to hear or that would make a difference to how I feel. But if she needs to talk, if it would help her to get something off her chest, I am willing to listen.
Right.
But
and
it never.
I understand that. I understand that.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
so she said, well, how about today at 3? I'll get her to, I said, fine, I'll answer. And it has yet to come to fruition, which is okay with me. So, and then Kate Smalls called me the day before Jen went on Marissa's panel. The day before, Diane, Kate called me and she said, I got this strange message from Jen. Okay. So when my uncle had passed away about 3 weeks ago, I was at the funeral and Kay called me bawling her eyes out. Tacos had sent her a message basically saying that she can't handle it no more. And, Kay couldn't get in touch with her. Kay was thinking that it was, she'd done it and she was freaking out. She couldn't get in touch with Jen. So that was like 3 or 4 weeks ago. So day before yesterday, Kay Smalls calls me and she says, I've been trying to get in touch with Tacos. I can't. I'm really worried. Can we call Jen? And Jen had called. She had a missed call from Jen. And so Kay's like, so I haven't talked to Jen, BJ, in a long time. She said, so for her to be calling me, it makes me, maybe Tacos, maybe we should, or will you be on the phone with me while I call to see? I said, sure. She called, immediately tells her that I'm on the other line. And I said, hey, Jen. She says, hey to me. She said, gosh, I hadn't talked to you guys in a while. We had a very civil conversation. I had another phone call and I had to get out. So when I heard her on the phone with Marissa yesterday being so vile, it was just like,
wow, really, Jen?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
talked to Barnyard not that long ago and then you pull this. That's so sad.
Who said that?
Sad.
Yeah.
Huh?
Who said we just talked not long ago? Who said that? Yeah.
No. Yeah. Did you?
Oh,
Is that what you just said?
Oh yeah, no, I talked the day before yesterday. I was on a 3-way with her and Kay Smalls, and she was very kind to me, and I was kind to her.
Well, that's
and so when
that makes
yeah,
me even more mind boggled.
Yeah, she didn't say anything about being violated or offended. Like she told that love Scorpio, none of that, and I didn't say anything about that in my live yesterday, but that's the facts. And that's what happened in Kay Smalls. Once again, I'm not lying. So I was like, whoa, where was that girl? And she said, Kay Smalls said, hey, is Tacos okay? She said, yeah, she's sleeping right now. Yeah, we had a whole conversation. And she said that, a few other things were said, and I had to take another phone call, and I dropped off. So, but yeah, I was like, where's that person at? Yesterday when I heard her on there, so grossed out by me, how I was like an old lady. I gave her the creeps, and when I heard that, I was like, ooh, I was thinking that somebody maybe had a split personality or was it the same person? But yeah, that's exactly what happened, Diane. So we're dealing with some shady people.
Well, again, the whole thing to me, I'm going to have to end this because it's
okay.
It's almost 11 o'clock. But I just want to say, this to me is very sad that people who were really good friends and who shared, broke bread together, who went, went to a wedding together.
Mm-hmm. I gave her away, Diane. I gave her away at her wedding.
I would. I'm going to be honest with you, than the crime committed. I would be so heartbroken. I would be so distraught.
Yeah.
My friends did that.
And the video, I know the video of MGL at the wedding, I'm not saying it's an awful video, but it was fun. Look, it was so uncomfortable, the pause and the length that it took for her to spit a word. It was so uncomfortable that Tacos and I are laughing. Marissa got upset that we laughed. I could have showed that. Have you seen me showing it? I don't roll like that, Diane.
You didn't show any of that, and that was talked about. But see, that was talked about within your friend group, and you were laughing. Yes. I understand if, let's say I was supposed to perform a wedding and I got buzzed and I was slurring, and then my friends were making fun of me. I probably would, get a little mad or whatever that they were picking on me. But that was all within your circle. You never shared that. You
Nope.
never put
And
that video
I
out.
haven't. Nope. Nope. But
And
I'm this awful person.
And Tacos and Jen are the ones that said it on my live stream a year ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
Not Barnyard.
oh, and then yeah, it's been like it's almost like they experienced a completely different weekend than I did. The stuff that they're saying, I don't know where I was at when I know I was asleep when they took the pictures, but all the other stuff when I was violating them and all that, I don't. Okay, okay, it was a different experience for them than it obviously was for me,
But
and it
Tacos did show the video, but the point is Barnyard didn't do that.
nope,
Barnyard
I
had
sure
it
didn't.
do it. I didn't know that Tacos ever showed that video.
And I don't believe Taco showed did she show the whole thing, Pugs, of the, because I'm the one that, they didn't even have the video. I sent it to them. They didn't have the video because I had it. I'm the one that recorded it. And she asked me to send it to her and I did. And I mean, so, but what I saw, and she may have done it at a different time. What I saw, she didn't play the full thing, but she may have in its entirety. I didn't see that. But, once again, like Diane said, I didn't show it. Wasn't my wedding to show,
Right, exactly. But but the fact that that was talked about and joked about, that was in their little friend group. That's different. It's a completely different.
Yeah, and if I had showed the video, Diane, if I had, man, I don't think there's any
Well,
comparison to
no, there is
what
no
she has.
comparison.
Yeah, I mean, you can't even. That's not even apples and apples and oranges. There's no comparison, and there's no crime. If I had done that, it would have been no crime. It was, no crime would have been committed. So.
Oh, so she showed it in a part of it in a Discord long ago. It was 3 to 5 minutes long. Okay, so it was in a Discord. It's whatever. Again, there's no comparison, and again, it wasn't Barnyard that did it, but
No.
so it was Tacos who did it. So I still don't even understand why the turning so deeply on Barnyard when you have these two people who talk dirty shit on you, Molly, 2 times on my panel. You need to go
Yeah.
listen to them. I mean, she
Yeah.
added about your spells that you wanted put on me and Randy and
Yep.
Wendy and all that. I mean, and on Melissa Schumann. I mean, she outed it all. She sent screenshots, not Barnyard.
Nope.
Oh my
I
God.
haven't. I haven't disclosed things like I don't do that. So I mean, I'm going to live my good, happy life, and if they try, they would probably enjoy it a lot better than the life they're living.
Well, yeah, twin thing.
But
They don't take their. Obviously, we can see they don't take their friendships very serious.
no, nobody's above MGL's. Nobody's above being done. Like I ain't seen nobody that's exempt from that. So,
Well,
but I'm gonna get off too. I'm gonna
Okay.
go take me a
All
shower.
right.
But thank you, Diana. Good night, everybody.
No problem. Thank you so much for coming
All
on.
right. Bye bye.
All right. Bye bye. Yeah. When Tacos told me, when showed me, she screened, shared the screenshots of, the whole thing about putting spells on us. I was like, no spell can touch me. That doesn't even exist in my life. Do I believe that people do that and believe in that? They do, but I'm a Christian. That stuff you can't put a spell on me. You can't, so I laughed. I actually laughed when she, started sharing that with me because I was like, you do realize that this is bogus shit. And it's whatever. Uh, yeah, I agree with you on that, Sarah. I agree with you. But yeah, I thought it was pretty funny when when she actually sent me the pictures. I was like, I laughed. I said, "You're kidding me." Oh my god. Yeah, spells, Crazy Daisy. She had uh Tacos put spells on me, Wendy, and Randy. And again, I just laughed because apparently, I'm still here and that spell didn't work. I don't believe in black magic of any kind. Yeah, death spells. That's right. They were death spells. So I'm still alive. And, Alan, I would give you a link, but I've been on for almost 3 hours. Oh, yeah. And Makeup Mobster, too. That's right. And Melissa Schumann was the biggie. But yeah, oh no, you're right, Sin. Never mess with that shit. It's demonic. It's it's not from God. It's demonic. So yeah, you can't really touch a person who is protected. Yeah. Oh, and Science Girl too. Yeah, and a few others. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, you never mess with that chip. I would give you a link, Alan, but like I said, I've been on for just about 3 hours, and I'm getting tired. But I'll be back again. I'll be back again next week sometime, and it's already October. Before you know it, it'll be Halloween, and then it'll be Thanksgiving and Christmas, and we are doing the wish list again. Yes, I'm going to say it. We're doing the wish list again, and I will be having a channel Christmas giveaway this year. So there we go. So I hope everybody has a good night's sleep. And I hope everybody has a great. Oh, thank you, Flava. Thank you. Because in order to enter the giveaway, you have to be subbed. Diane, I've got a special live coming as soon as you shut down. Hint, it's breakup time for Michelle. Oh my God. Okay, so hold on, Jenny. Hold on, everybody. I'm going to get Jenny's link, and I'm going to drop it in the side chat. I spoke a little bit about Michelle Sabate tonight. And if you didn't see it, you have to go back. But I'm going to drop Jenny's link right now. And I think it's important that everybody go over there and watch her live. So hold on. Hold on. Okay, so there's the link, everybody. I just dropped it for Jenny. After this live is over, please go over there. And I will be there because I am kind of curious. Yes, yes, and it is what you think. We're not going to reveal it here, but that's exactly what it is, Sin. I had to shut her off after the way she spoke to panel and subs, annoying and rude. Spock can't handle her. Okay, so everybody have a great weekend if I don't see you. And we'll be back here again on Thursday night. And everybody stay safe and have a great weekend. And we'll see you over at Jenny's.